Decent ban against LYON, by the way. So LYON will be the ones who will have to...
They are going to have their eyes
last pick. What is HLE going to pick here? Is this going to be Jarvan like G2 did? Are they going to change it to maybe...
HLE's last series against BLG, which was rough. They won the single game. Otherwise, BLG very dominant.
Jarvan this, so they are doing the same thing as G2 did. The difference is they banned Leeson.
HLE
and Inspired that game still played Zhao against G2. Jarvan is there for team fighting, Ryze is there for a strong lane, roams early, scales decently. Yesterday Inspired did kill Zhao. I'm not really sure if he could do the same thing. Zhao is still a good team fighter.
We're not even making it past champ select before you do that.
They didn't pick Ezreal though, and yesterday they picked Ezreal against G2, right? So they have more respect to HLE bot lane, I guess.
And Zeka, it'll be interesting
Kiana
to see
for
where
Inspired!
he played the Anivia once. We're getting an early Kiana though.
Bro, I mean, I am down to watch it, but is that overconfidence or is that Inspired about to cook Kanavi on his Kiana?
It's so early, you do not know.
Kiana's purpose is to be strong in team fights and really strong early ganks.
Well,
also a very snowbally champion. Scales with how good the player is. And has a faster tempo clear.
It also means that for a lot of the picks that you want to try and take into the Ryze, those are vulnerable to the...
Okay, chat, this is a classic, by the way. This draft feels classic draft from a Korean team. I really like the Lion's answer with the Poppy. The Poppy can be a flex pick, can go top lane, can go a support. And Poppy value against Jarvan Camille is insane. So HLE is going to put the Ziggs Camille bot lane, and they will most likely still push with Camille Ziggs, and Camille will still get to roam. But at least in team fights, the Lion comp seems so good in this game. I really like how they're drafting so far. Alpha, thank you. I think that Poppy value is just so through the roof. And a Narban means that you could still put Poppy top lane, especially if Zeus plays something like Ambessa. Poppy top doesn't really win lane, but you mostly just care for team fights and then stay useful. That's the whole purpose. Any ban, I think that is mostly for Kiana. Kiana doesn't really want to play against point and click high DPS champions as she gets one shot as well. And Vayne ban against the big dogs, as they predict the big dogs to be able to last pick Vayne. So this should be pick for Berserker. Is he gonna pick a mage? Is he gonna pick Tristana? We have seen him play Tristan before. We have seen him play mages. We have seen him play Ezreal, that is now banned. He could do something safe like Jhin. Yeah, Jhin it is. You know what I like about picking Jhin? You also deny Jhin from Gumayusi. Oh my god, he's 1-6. Well, the good thing is that Jhin is a pick away from Gumayusi. The bad thing is, it has a terrible win ratio. Dude, Zeus is gonna actually play Sion. 0-9! Sion is 0-9! But I like Sion in this game. The purpose of Sion is to tank Jin's damage, Kiana's damage, and Poppy's damage. I believe Sion pick is genius here. I believe that this is gonna be the first win for Sion. I like Olaf and Zahem. I think you need to play a scaling bruiser top lane in this game. Because Kiana value when they really hard down, when enemy team picked Poppy, when enemy team picked Camille and Sion, I think it's gonna be hard for Kiana to play the game. Ambessa is also good. Ambessa is also a good bruiser that scales well and can follow up on Poppy or Kiana engage. So this draft from LYON wants to make the fights a little bit chaotic, wants to play on side lane a little bit as well with the Kiana Ryze and Ambessa rotation. Side lane is strong. Their front to back is difficult because they don't have a real front line, but they can always win a fight with their ults, right? Poppy ult has so much value, Ambessa and Kiana ults can have so much value. For HLE, they just want front to back with Sion in front, tanking the damage from Jhin, from Kiana. He's not gonna die, and then fish for stance with Syndra, fish for engage with Camille, one-shot one of the carries like Kiana, Ryze, or Jhin, and then just roll over the team fight. Even one-shotting Ambessa is very good for them. I do like LYON draft, but I think LYON draft scales with... I like LYON draft more if you are a better player. Like LYON draft scales with their gameplay so much. It's all about how good they are at League of Legends. I think HLE comp is just easier to play. But the Poppy pick is still insane for me. So good. Where is G2? G2 is currently watching from the hotel, I think. Or maybe they just went outside. I'm not sure what they are doing right now. You don't know because you are fired. I'm not fired.
know that's what they're hungry.
You know how much power I have in G2? I can fire anybody I want.
Not able to pick up a single title.
You know what I'm gonna do right now? Zumak, you are fired. You know who fired G2 from MSI? Inspired it. So Inspired has more power than the entire G2 team combined over G2 Esports. As Inspired, they just fired G2 out of MSI, so now we're gonna see if Inspired can fire Kanavi as well, or is he gonna get fired by Kanavi?
Team starting off with a 3-0.
I'm just a coast shimmer, okay? Nice W from Isles.
Isles again stops that hook shot.
This is actually huge though, because he used the steadfast presence, and Jarvan is coming, so he won't have that now as Kanavi's
Oh, that's why the light used it like that, and Isles should die here. That is such an easy kill as well. And Gumayusi gets the first kill of the game.
First blood over to Gumayusi.
Very good popping by Kanavi. Didn't do blue, instead just went to gank bot lane. And the thing is, wave was actually good for them. They didn't have to hook up.
The hook shot, bouncing bomb, gonna throw in some extra damage. Berserker pops the barrier to keep himself alive, but he wants to. And setting up plays like this for Kanavi is exactly what HLE fans want to see.
Exactly, and the gold went right where you'd want it, right? Guma is able to get that gold. The only thing that averts disaster is Berserker living, but they're gonna try to get bot.
Holy shit, Avengers are coming for Gumayusi. 4 people are behind him. He knows. He doesn't know. Flash, stun, root from Inspired. Nice W from Isles. Inspired, one more hit. No, Inspired. Oh, they get him. They barely get him, but they get him. And now, Big Dogs is alive. Big Dogs does not die. Very well played there. Kiana getting first kill for herself. So then she can try to snowball as an assassin.
Yeah,
Big Dog survives. He's 5 CS ahead of Zeus. Mid is about 5-5.
But if you're LYON, you cannot let
okay, so HLE is getting first round of the game as Inspired is spying to top lane. The counterplay to this is diving top lane and getting a Skull Crab, preferably both. Sion is just extremely good weak side, and even though Ambessa is scaling this matchup, Sion is never really gonna dive to a dive from Kiana, right? So Inspired is gonna claim top Skadlo, and then he will have to retake bot side and look for another play mid or bot. But so far, I think the game state is better for HLE.
To be able to just advance and
Inspire wants to abuse his advantage. Wait, Dhokla. Dhokla is baiting it. Oh,
Public execution to get away, but no! Decimating smash into the follow-up from Kanavi.
I think that's a disaster for LYON.
Back, but they found themselves trapped in the Cataclysm. HLE still got a 3v2. Decimating smash finds another. Isles is killed off by Delight's Ignite. And HLE.
Yeah, well, Dhokla misses ult on Jarvan, but I think Dhokla shall just went. Wait, Solobolo.
Inspired goes in for the
oh no, bro, that was like personal, bro. Inspired is like trading 1-for-1 under the tower against Kanavi. Like he just had to show that he's the better jungler, you know what I mean?
Trades 1-for-1.
I feel like Dhokla went too early though. I think it's not about Dhokla ulting or not ulting and missing, but I think he just tried too early. Just wait for Ryze ult. If this is a 3v3 to 4v4, it's so playable because Kanavi wouldn't even be level 6. Like all he had to do is hold his ult and keep running and he was fine. And we're gonna see Poppy die here, and Sane has to flash away, and Inspired goes on Jarvan. Jarvan actually like flashes away in time. Dude, that was a crazy reaction time. Did you see that? That was an insane reaction time by Kanavi. He actually flashed away from the ult. I guess he did expect. I guess he did expect Kiana to be there because I think they have seen Kiana going topside, and the fight was so. Like LYON went so deep in that fight that maybe it was just too obvious. No, he's just mechanically gifted. Okay, it's kind of crazy to say that Kanavi is mechanically gifted after you watched me play. If Kanavi is mechanically gifted, then what am I?
It's so difficult for LYON to punch through him as HLE have started up the grubs. First grub going to be secured here by Kanavi.
I'm challenged. I'm mechanically challenged. I love it. Okay, so HLE denied 3 grabs by taking 1 of them, and then the game is going to be just a trade of grabs. HLE next dragon spawning in 2 minutes. Inspired is at a massive power spike with like Butaic Cycle Sword. This is where Kiana feels so good to play.
All the targets are pretty juicy over on.
That's why I love the rise with the Kiana as well, because even a realm war.
I don't think you want this lane assignments. You want Jhin into Ziggs. If Jhin ever plays into Sion, Jhin will literally get pushed in. He's gonna hit Sion for 50 damage and reload. Sion has like 2k HP at this point already.
And I think LYON would love to...
Hanging out around the mid
Okay,
lane here.
Kanavi's already here with Thunder Sky. Inspired is getting his double longsword ready. Maybe boots and a longsword. I think boots for Kana is mega important.
Going back to base,
And he did not buy boots.
For some extra assassin capability.
Okay, he had 3 boots. That's nice. So he's not playing for cash
HLE
back.
has total control over the bot side river.
Yeah, I don't think HLE know this, though, and that's why they're being a little bit hesitant to start this up. Although I think from LYON's perspective, trying to get into this position
Jankos, if LYON loses this, everyone will say karma.
When you don't really have a
I think LYON yesterday overperformed a bit, but I also think that they are a good team. Like, look, they are doing the same thing as yesterday, but HLE is his position. He might flash in Inspired.
On the left side, Inspired over the wall, goes in for supreme display of talent, but Inspired is killed
Inspired
first. Gumayusi with the mega inferno bomb.
Okay, wait. Saint.
HLE has lost their support.
Oh, they can't
but
fight?
they've killed the enemy support
I feel like,
in the jungle
I guess
as
he hasn't
well.
flashed. I mean, wait, LYON got the dragon. Who got the dragon?
Saint stepping up again.
Wait, who got the dragon?
In the middle of all
Saint
of that
stole it?
for LYON.
What the
So
fuck?
with those kills
Bro,
going
the Saint is like a freaking thief, man.
But objective secured.
Exactly. I think because they got that
That's
dragon,
big.
it really does bail them
Honestly,
out.
that's big for LYON. They get the dragon, they will get to stall the game more, they will get to scale a bit more with Jhin. They can still look for more plays afterwards. It's massive.
Inspired is just
Inspired actually just goes on to the light.
Over, and as soon as the light does show here, he goes in and looks to 100 to 0 him. Watch the Jhin W coming through, trying to burst him down. Saint
How does Inspired die? Oh, he gets stunned by Syndra, bombed by Gumayusi, and just one shot. Wow, that was insane. That was actually insane. So much damage.
The Q bounces, and that's
oh my! Okay, the fact that Ryze steals this dragon is so random as well.
To get that, and I think this for LYON, it's massive.
Let's see what Inspired builds. I'm curious. Yesterday I had a Kana game and I was wondering what do you actually build on this champ after Voltaic Cycle Sword. I think the options are Yomu Ghostblade, Edge of the Night,
that set up that win.
No, and I
Action
completely
Mark.
agree. I mean, this is something that
Is Dhokla gonna ult for the nice one? Zeka just used his stun. Dhokla can fly. Oh, he still gets a solo ball and gets out. Oh, he doesn't get out. Damn, he missed that Q. Was so bad. He could have actually clean killed him.
Zeka had no ultimate, but it's a trade of flashes. He gets the kill, and
He should have gotten out there. He just missed that Q. That's the problem.
Had the light not been there, it would have been a free kill. So Dhokla gets that Eclipse, goes in aggressively, takes down Zeka, and Zeka's going to be very vulnerable now with Inspired having flash, and Isles' flash will be up before his
9.
And 2 minutes into the Rift Heralds, that's the next big objective, right? If you can start taking some of these turrets, LYON can keep HLE on their side. You don't get some of the scaling that they see.
Okay, Isles, nice W there to save himself. Inspired is trying to kill a pink, he did.
But still, I think you're in a decent
or rather, the light replaced it. There is still really... Look at the vision from HLE on top side. They see everything. They know Inspired is top. They have a ward on blue. They have a ward on bot side.
And that is only going to be exacerbated if HLE takes control over the top side river first.
So Inspired just based, and Dhokla knows they can dive him.
To approach a Rift Herald that is protected by Gumayusi and the
Dhokla.
zone control that Zeus provides.
Dhokla is one before in no ult, no flash. I think he's just dead. The light missed.
It's a 4-man play coming out from HLE. And it's way too easy. Kanavi takes the kill. Dhokla goes down.
Dude, that Zeus
he
was like so dead, and then Zeus still ulted. The whole Avengers just came around. 1 minute to the next dragon. Inspired seems to go for Edge of the Night.
And you can see that lead right there.
I think, considering he got so one-shot last time, it makes sense to get a defensive item. Kiana level 11 will still do high base damage to both Camille and Jarvan.
And you can look at the top side river. Look at the vision placed down.
To be honest, I think this game LYON can actually outscale in team fights. Even Berserker gets fed.
Down in this bottom side, maybe giving up space on this Rift Herald to see if they can make a play towards Dhokla again before that flash.
If LYON ever kills Zeka or Guma, I think HLE has no damage.
So you're not exactly in a position to rush it.
And they have Poppy for cancelling dashes. So the fact that LYON got that previous dragon is insane for them, because they can stall the game and even play for gold. They don't need to play dragon, they can go top.
Block a spell may come in critical here.
No flash.
As now Zeka trying to protect himself underneath the tier 1 turret. Isles wanted to approach.
Okay, they are on the way to help Zeka. If they want to make this dive happen, they have to make it happen now.
As HLE calls in the cavalry and looks for a counterpunch, Gumayusi going to throw a bomb, won't get a whole lot out of it. Realm Warp to try to get Saint away, but Isles is already down.
Okay, wait, it's a 1-for-1, the light! LYON actually played it so well, they peeled away!
And LYON have a 2-for-1 so far.
Hey, that was very well played. I mean, Isles flashed in onto Jarvan, but that locked him down for Jarvan to die. He was CC'd from 100 to 0.
Have control over the objective.
And that is massive Isles with such an aggressive
Very
play.
good flash from Isles and an insanely good follow-up from Inspired.
Gets the flash stun into the Kiana ult.
And Dragon is still alive as well now.
Saint to first tower, which we're trying to slow them down for on the side of Lion.
Yeah, I went HLE. I was like, Isles, you're
and let's see if Inspired will use Herald for this. He doesn't know he's on a ward.
But
he cannot die. He has Edge of the Night. He's fine.
Perfectly synergize with Inspired. And I love the way Lion are playing this. Like, hey, we will trade one, but we will get two. And it's kind of been the story of how they're trying to go for this just far. And it's working out relatively
I think this play that just happened is something G2 used to be good at, but it's pretty slow nowadays. Just cross-mapping and going for a proactive play. G2 often puts too many members in a play like this and they just fall behind.
This is big.
Or they are just slow to react. But that was very well played by Inspired and Isles. And I do think the call came from Inspired. Inspired will also be looking for GA next item. Zeka has flash now. Dhokla, bro, Dhokla don't. Dhokla, you can do this, but in like 20 seconds when Inspired and Isles are here.
LYON also floating their jungler and support nearby.
Like Inspired, they have a good position.
Out now as Zeka pushes forward towards the tier 1 turret. Isles,
wait,
nice
oh my god, bro, Kanavi is inting so hard. What? Oh, but I don't think they win this fight. I mean, look at Ambessa, she's coming. Oh, nice cancel to Gumayusi! Oh, Guma dead, I repeat, Guma dead, Rise is coming, there's no tower. Lions are chasing. Oh no, no way. No way Bob escaped, no way.
Lion are taking snapshots at this one. Incredible stuff. Like, you are no stranger.
The problem with this game is
from pushing these teams to the limit.
And TL had some good series.
That Lions needs to snowball this game through non-Dragon's gameplay.
Inspired's goal. He has talked about that. He wants to be
and the plays they made, they gave up a Dragon and they were supposed to get ahead in gold. But they didn't really get ahead in gold. So now it just feels bad, right? Like, sure, Inspired is 1,000 gold ahead of his counterpart. But I don't see Kiana carrying a fight against a Sion when Sion gets... Well, actually...
Yeah, and you can see
I just don't see Kiana carrying a fight against Sion now. 120 left for this Dragon. Can Inspired get his GA spike, maybe? Berserker is going LDR second. I like his build. He's adapting his build to be able to kill Sion. Inspired, threatening, defending pink.
It gets really, really hard for
Not basing yet, Inspired going for one more camp before break. Okay, he's basing now. Herald got auto-used. I think HLE can just defend that Herald. Inspired no GA yet. He has extra armor though.
I wouldn't say it's optimal, but definitely was about to.
I'm not really sure if this Herald is gonna smash, maybe.
Had to use it, unfortunately, not the most effective.
Kanavi has no EQ.
As it'll walk down mid lane. HLE would love to just pop this before it can ever make its
way.
I
think they can just kill it. And now when Zeus steps up, how do you kill Zeus? I feel like this composition cannot kill Sion. That's the biggest problem. Oh my god, bro. The light flashes away. And that, in my opinion, is a lost fight for LYON.
Almost got the pick, but
they tried to kill the light flashed away, and the fight is over.
Burst coming in from Gumayusi, Inspired, nearly killed off with a Mega Inferno Bomb, has to flash away. Kanavi looking to re-enter. Zeka also chunked below half.
Because Kiana has no ult, so you can't fight anymore.
Back and forth, but nobody falls.
Wait.
Curtain call opens. Zeka trying to get himself away. Berserker needs to dial it in.
Wow, Zeka, what a rat! What an actual rat!
This Dragon, they focused onto Inspired, they forced his flash defensively. Isles has been so quick on the reactions. They tried to burst down to light, but they didn't.
Berserker hit 0 out of 4 there, and Zeka did not even have to flash away. One Dragon left, and you know, this steal from Saint saves the game for HLE, for LYON. If the steal didn't happen, it would have been cooked.
From HLE was about to come over that wall, so you got
Inspired has GA now. The light no flash.
To back away.
Oh, that's unlucky. I feel like he should have died there. And the problem is that Inspired cannot go bot lane because they will never kill Zeus. Zeus' weak side is just way too powerful. He's just there. Zeus is just there. Can Rise just one-shot everybody at a certain point? I don't think Rise really one-shot Sion. Ambessa has to kill Sion. Okay, you know what? LYON Comp cannot kill Sion. LYON Comp just has to kill Guma, Zeka, the Light, and Kanavi. When you can tune on Kanavi or the Light, this is where you have a good fight. If you have to hit the Sion, this is where the fight is dog shit. What?
Delight tries to go in for the dive. Berserker gets himself
away for now. That works?
Inferno Bomb and Gumayusi.
Dude, that's crazy it worked. What the fuck?
As Isles Uses the
Okay.
keeper's verdict to knock
Okay, I like what
away
Dhokla is doing. I like what
HLE.
Dhokla is
As the
doing.
remaining
Inspire has no
players
ult
try to
anymore. I
escape,
feel like
Lion
LYON might have
still
no
here on the
damage
front
left though.
line, but he and Dhokla have to try to fall back.
Kanavi still has
Kanavi
ult.
goes further forward as Dhokla tries to stand and fight. Inspired and Saint can't provide enough damage, and the dust settles as a 1-for-1.
Zeus' health bar is just too
And
tanky
Gumayusi
to
gets on the
get
tower.
through. You end up with a pick onto Berserker.
And Zeus does not
and
die
the
for all of
tower now
this.
going
The
down
light
for
just went
HLE
in, tanked the
with a
tower,
quick collapse on the
died,
mid lane.
and then Zeus
Very
walked it
close
out like a
fight
true
here.
chat
The
that he
gold
is.
remaining.
I feel like they
Not a
should
whole
go
lot of value
Serpent's
out of
Fang against this
Inspired.
comp
Display
too.
of talent kinda just
I believe
flew into
next
the tier
Inspired's
1
item
turret.
will be
Wanted
Serpent's
to make
Fang.
sure they released it out
2
on
minutes
top
for
in that
Dragon.
one, and the Rabadon's death cap now
Last, okay,
completed
he has
for
to go.
Gumayusi.
I see. He
Means
has to
that
go
this
last Whisper. He has to
2,000
go
gold lead
Grudge.
on the Ziggs will be disastrous for Lion if they get caught in the AoE.
I mean, that's 2K getting dropped right on your
Yeah,
head
Inspired
every
needs armor
time the light
penetration.
goes
He's
down
right.
the ulti.
He
There's
cannot
no
go
real
Serpents.
escape for Berserker, even though
Perfect
Isles,
score.
I think, did
No,
build
it's
the
not a
build
perfect
rush
score.
towards
What
the
are you
bottom, might be
saying?
going Knights Vow second.
It's against
He's gonna do
American team.
everything
Shut
he
up.
can to
Nicely leaving that mid wave for him, but it does mean that you've got to get a quick reset as this Jhin to try and finish off that
Item-wise,
third
it
item.
looks playable.
I wonder
Jhin
if
is
he
still
a target, though,
very
because he's down a full
little of a
2K,
factor,
right?
but if
And
they
it
can
is
get to
Guma
Zeka
on
or
just those
Guma,
three
Guma
items
especially
with
is
the
so
tier on
one-shottable
top.
with this
maybe it's
build.
not.
So I don't think he's going to get there before the next dragon spawns.
But it
and
looks
there's
so
no real
difficult, though.
vision
How do
here
you
for
enter?
Lion. HLE with a great setup and are going to look to punish anyone from Lion.
And Zeka is at 117 stacks. He needs one more level up. He's level 16 with extra AP from passive.
Ziggs and Syndra is so difficult for Lion. HLE knows it.
Okay, that's really well played by HLE. There is no counterplay to this.
Seal his fate, and the Mega Inferno Bomb burns
The thing
his
is,
bones.
Inspired is in
HLE
Tribush, and they know
find a
that Inspired is in
critical pick
Tribush,
right before
so they can pull the
Dragon
trigger
Soul.
hard on
You
mid lane
miss
with
it. The
Camille
river
ult, and there is no
was dark,
counterplay.
and they just
I mean, they have no
lit up
vision, like the control is not there. HLE is just playing so
immediately
well.
upon entry. HLE, it's just gone.
HLE just played so well.
It's a beautiful play there. Delight setting it up. Hookshot flash catches Saint, and Saint gets destroyed there.
Yeah, and that's going to be a Hextech soul for HLE.
Moment of the game.
And G2 lost to both. They did, yeah.
Stranglehold on this one. It is just so fast, so decisive here from HLE.
I mean, they are on a ward the whole time, right?
And Saint does not know
So,
he's on vision. Instantly,
Saint
they
just
go
gets flashed
in.
on.
Even with the flash, you cannot escape the Camille ult. There's no way out for Saint. You can see
He doesn't say anything.
It was also such a hard...
Lion is one-shotting one of these carries because they are going full damage here. None of them working towards that zone at all.
Why the heck is Zeus ignoring Dhokla? Dhokla went
Serpent
Serpent's Fang, by the way.
Difficulty has been HLE have never given them angles. Lion have never been able to get vision around these objectives, so they're always walking in blind. And when you're walking in blind as this comp that has to surprise your opponents, it's just not gonna happen. You're not gonna find that angle, and HLE have been turning off the lights.
Yeah, Isles discovered by Kanavi
Is
here in the
Kanavi too deep?
jungle. HLE bringing in some backup. Kanavi has to try to disengage as Guma just throws Isles right onto the minefield with the satchel. That's an enemy support down.
Bomba. Gumayusi on Zeka, so clean.
25 seconds on the clock as HLE starts up the Baron. Lion is nearby. Dhokla has his teleport available. The remaining Lion players in mid lane. Do they want to try to challenge for this?
Inspired is completely blind, but they do have some vision from Ryze ult.
As Zeka and Gumayusi try to keep everybody else on Lion, zoned away. Delight trying to mark Inspired, make sure he can't jump into the pit and look to steal the Baron.
They're looking for Delight. Wait, Gumayusi is very low. This is actually playable. Look at Inspired. He gets a really good ult. That's a dead Camille. Gumayusi is so low. Oh wait, that's Poppy though.
I
mean, he's kind of zoning them though. This is playable. This is still playable. It's still playable. Look at Zeus. Zeus is dying. Inspired is in GA. Oh my god, Dhokla. Dhokla couldn't even kill one. What the fuck, Berserker? Okay, wait, it's still playable. It's Zeus is punching Inspired and he's something. What is going on?
Zeka, Guma, Kanavi.
Inspired just died to zombie Sion.
Here on the Lion side, as he
Holy, the bounce was right. The bounce was right. Sion passive is OP.
Saint hit with a knockup combo.
Oh no, the Inspired flash in along Berserker flash in, and they just get wiped. Zeka put a Magi out of this fight.
There's still life in them, but it may have just been stuffed out.
And you could see in the damage recap there the big difference between the bottom lane carries. As Dhokla and Delight get into a bit of a scrap. Isles already down below half HP. Delight should die.
Zeus is stepping in.
Isn't going to do a whole lot.
He's very
Zeus
tanky.
arrives in now with the teleport. Immediately rejected with a keeper.
Kanavi gets a 3-man. Kanavi gets a 3-man, but look at the Kanavi ult. Oh my god, they have enough damage. Kanavi's dead.
Kanavi is down.
Dhokla did okay damage, but he's dead too.
Zeka takes him out alongside Zeus. the Jubilee right now. I said it at the end of the fight on the top side. Everybody else's damage meters were comparable on both sides, and he doubled the output of Berserker's Jhin. Gumayusi has been the X factor in this game, and now you've got this mega fed Ziggs as you're pushing the enemy base, and these satchels will obliterate turrets.
Yeah, I really think this has been one of the strongest versions of HLE we've seen, with the Ziggs for Gumayusi. So safe, he's been so potent on it, and Delight being able to move around the Camille.
I like the play, but I don't think they have what it takes to do it in time. I like this Hell meta play.
Coming out from LYON. As Kanavi has approached, Satan
Inspired,
Inspired to put
please.
the damage here onto the objective. Mega Inferno.
They got it! Inspired got it before he got it!
Elder secured now for the LYON side. Satan trying to get
But the light is killing it. Gumayusi's got that as well.
Gumayusi's caught.
Oh no. Wait, actually he should, right? Yeah, he's dead. Wait. No! Why would you ult him away? Save you did the entire... Nice stopwatch! Kanavi's gonna die! Bro, why did he ult him away?
Dragon's roar. Zeus and Zeka.
That was a genius Elder flip from Inspired and Saint. They flip it, they get it.
It's a stroke of genius there from
That
Inspired.
was so good.
Saint sneaking away the Elder here. Look
That
at
was
this.
just insane. They went to both
gates
sides.
to
They
get out on
pretend
the
like they
map,
base.
and then they go around here. Off of vision, Saint just pushes out the wave, and they have no idea that they walked into the Elder. They rush
And look,
it down.
Inspired smited early, so then he can get the smite again.
Inspired wins the smite.
Yeah, so insane. They give up the mid lane.
Wait, actually, Inspired has no smite, no? No, okay, he just got it. He actually just got it. Holy, he just got it.
Gets the smite.
Gets the smite, and then they win the fight because Elder is so OP. They just have enough damage. I didn't like the Poppy ult, but that was so good. Nice flip.
What a play from LYON!
And now LYON is just looking.
They need to end the game now.
Got the Elder for a minute and 15 seconds. They want to try to use.
If LYON wants to win this game, they'd have to end the game with this Elder. They need one more fight minimum.
But Gumayusi's wave clear alongside
The problem is that HLE can just play really safe, right?
Now Isle's going to be in some danger here yet again. Just fine. They're not going to overcommit any tools on the HLE side to pick the enemy support.
And you can see LYON wanted to try to pose for a potential tower
Inspired
dive
did not smite. Oh, it was just his Q. Well, the point is it was a good play. Berserker is at 100% crit and 4 items. That's a good thing.
If they want to try to win this one.
But it's also at this stage, like, there's so much.
I wish Dhokla was more tanky. I wish Dhokla had death stance.
Like, you can't just
death stance would go so hard now.
Even with those onions, you may just not have a chance to try and
wait, Berserker has Arm Guard?
Another Seekers on towards Berserker as well.
I guess that's not bad.
And I actually think it's so smart because Ziggs ult is a one-shot. Syndra ult is a one-shot. Kanavi locking you in, you might just get burst down. A GA is not going to do anything for you. No. In these situations. So this is a game where Berserker is saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot out of Seekers, but
I think it makes sense against Ziggs ult. If he ever gets Camille ulted.
And you've seen where Inspired is basically just sitting. He's constantly just picking off these
that flower scale with AP. Oh my god, yes, he can just... Imagine now Berserker spams E on the Elder Dragon respawn, and then Elder spawns, and LYON just one-shots the Elder with all the traps from AP. Jhin should sell all his items and only buy AP.
The top side river as the Barons.
Baron's alive. They know it's not started because they have a blue trinket inside of the pit, and until HLE clears it, LYON can be safe
available for both mid laners
and not
as
stress.
well as both bottom lane carries. Serpent's Fang fully completed for Dhokla to try to cut through some of the shielding that's on so
Inspired
many
looking
of
for
the
a flank, but he is now
HLE
spotted.
champions. LYON are
Oh, they are
going to
chasing
have to execute
Inspired
perfectly if they want a chance, but Berserker has already lost half his HP. As Inspired's going to be your target up here for the top side. Kanavi goes in after him. Inspired fighting.
Okay, Inspired is away.
Getting away for now.
The light is oh, look at Zeus though. Like nobody can kill Zeus, no? Nobody can kill Zeus, bro.
He's knocked out of his Guardian Angel, and LYON are trying to run. Berserker's bullets.
Yeah, it's over.
Nothing in the face of HLE. Zeka is dominating.
Well, props for trying. I just think Sion is unkillable. That's gonna be the first Sion win. 40 kills in 40 minutes. It was still absolute cinema of a game. Unfortunately, the game is just too difficult. They have no damage to kill Sion. He just walks in and he's that unkillable Demon King.
All 5 players stand tall. They will march to the Nexus. They will bulldoze the Nexus turrets. And after a 39-minute battle, HLE take game
Hey, that was a competitive game.
Fourth game one.
I'm not really sure what the plan is for the next one from LYON, from Inspired.
I just saw LYON's heart break.
I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of playing things like Kiana. Like he had a good Kiana game, very good Kiana game. But what I didn't like is the fact that they are not playing team fights, and against G2 they played very heavy team fight style, right? So all they have to do is just keep grouping, keep team fighting. But now against HLE they are trying this assassin style jungler, and the game just feels so much harder when enemy gets a good Sion angle, and it's still a good Sion angle. I do think that maybe they should have Zahe and Ambessa. I like the Ambessa. I think Dhokla just didn't really play that well, and I do think the game was... Maybe they could have snowballed, you know, if not the top fight. Okay, let's go. Bye, Jace, Nar, Varus, Bard, Vayne. HLE is first picking. Nocturne. You know, Cassiopeia is open, Orianna is open. Picking Nocturne is pretty wild. Just keep game one, was it close? I'd say it was pretty entertaining. It was close, yeah. It was actually close. Definitely LYON does better against HLE than G2 did against HLE. And we do have that first pick Nocturne. Megan A great again. LYON bite and A last hope. Ezreal picked away. Berserker Ezreal is a classic. Strong laner, good team fighter, safe champion. And Inspire grabs that Lee Sin. He had good games on Lee Sin as well. I do think Nocturne is a champion that is good into Lee Sin though. So I'd rather play the Nocturne side. You can spell shield Q, you can spell shield Q. You win all in. And you have that paranoia to turn off the lights for Lee Sin steam if Lee Sin never gets a good kick. This could be a top lane pick. Like the next one if they want to blind pick. Or they just match Ezreal with an AD carry.
You can have a pre-prep draft for it. You can know exactly what the game plan is.
Gumayusi's Misfortune. That is a legendary. That is one of his best champions.
Talked about in game one, right? Inspired himself.
Wow.
When I'm up against
Okay.
a team that I think is better than us,
I like HLE draft so far. They are building that wombo combo draft. Orianna, Nocturne, Misfortune will just boom, 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 boom. Lee Sin is decent against MF though.
I feel like it's probably a Kali, but there is a possibility of going a different angle.
Saint
too.
Silas
Has been great. His Yone is good.
I like the Silas.
If it is just kind of like standard control mage.
I like Lissandra somewhat, but I think it cannot lane against Orianna, so I like the Silas.
Unless they want to prioritize support. But
Oh, Akali!
Yeah,
Akali destroys Misfortune fights.
Over the PTSD from yesterday. So
Not gonna lie though, LYON is playing, again they are playing like a very high skill team composition. And HLE is playing very easy draft to play.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, this is what they were setting up.
Would Perix be a better coach than Jankos? No, nobody would be a better coach than me, you should know, chat.
What do you ban? I'm kind of thinking it's
Nobody would be a better coach. We can leave that in the past now. We can like skip this conversation. LYON is looking for more engage. Why would they ban Naud when Naud was so good for them? Are they looking for Rel perhaps? Because Rel for the light is insane here. I think you should ban Rel if you are alive. If you don't pick Rel, you should ban Rel.
Basically saying, look, we've got the ultimate on the MF to use as wave clear. We can leave Gumayusi.
Why would you pick this into Nocturne? I think they want to bet on early game. Rel ban is good, very nice. They have eliminated 2 engaged champions for the light. The light can now go Leona if he wants more engage. There's still Leona open. And Alistar perhaps. I do think Alistar could be good for LYON though. Alistar against Misfortune, so you just... Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. You get Alistar and you just literally tank Misfortune ult on your face. You walk through it, you don't care. And Alistar is also good against Leona. Okay, Rakan is good against Alistar. I forgot about Rakan. Rakan is really good here. And blind pick Anivia for Zeus. So yesterday, BB did the same thing, and Dhokla picked the Necton. So the Necton is still an option for Dhokla here. I do think the LYON comp will get heavily outscaled though if they end up also picking the Necton. What would be a better pick? I feel like something more scaling and carry oriented. The Necton's banned, you guys are right.
Gragas would be cool. Gragas is something that is very hard to punish in almost.
Okay, do we like the draft? Do you think LYON can win?
I'm looking at Orianna. I'm looking at champions that are.
I feel like HLE comp is so much easier to play. They have wombo combo ult. Alistar is not gonna die. Gragas, if he's in a good spot, he's also not gonna die. But I feel like Berserker, Sane, and Inspired will struggle. Normally, when you pick a Kali, you cover yourself with the Shroud, right? And you go on the backline. But you cannot really cover yourself in the Shroud against Misfortune, Rakan, Orianna. And even Anivia, they have so much AoE damage. And I feel like LYON comp is also a bit weird. Anivia wants to like flank, but then Lee Sin also wants to flank. I think if they have a control mage mid lane, this comp would look better. I think LYON's getting outscaled this game. I don't see them winning late game.
They do, but I mean, I think this is LYON's plan.
Eyes on Dhokla and Inspired, they have to carry. Lee Sin Akali, in my opinion, is a weak combo because you are playing no crowd control and both of you want to go second, preferably. I don't think these champs have good synergies, but let's see how Inspired and Dhokla can, Inspired and Saint can pull it off. If this game is a 0-2, you guys know what is going to happen next game too, right?
Such an aggressive jungler in Kanavi that can give him that extra assistance, and I feel like if you're
the live Berserker T1 rookies in 2020.
Yeah, well, the other guy that I was
what a picture, look at it. Owner, Zeus, the light, and Berserker, all of them are there.
Taking out Berserker away from T1, right? Joining Zeus on this roster. This is a
Inspire is the only guy who buys ruby crystals on junglers like this. He just goes full health early because his battle stats are high. It reminds me of Malrang and me. We used to do it too back in our day. Because your battle stats are actually so much better when you buy health than when you buy AD. And your jungle clear is still fine.
Level 1, he wanted to potentially go. Angle does he want to go for?
Yeah, one of the big changes.
Okay, LYON survived before level 6. I think their champs start being active when they hit 6s. Akali, Dhokla, and Inspired only level 6 to play the game. Dhokla already TP'd, by the way. Zeus did not, and Dhokla is 12 CS behind with the Gragas counter pick. A bit of a disaster, I'm not gonna lie.
If you can get the flat damage reduction on the W, that
LYON seems very pressured this game in lanes. Wait, what is Dhokla doing? Oh, he's basing, but we can't see the animation.
You can become relatively tanky.
So Inspired's level 5, looking for a mid gang.
Ooh, Delight getting caught out for a quick little trade down here in the bottom.
Is he gonna succeed in burning a flash here? Sane is about to be level 6, so Sane can all in as soon as he's 6. Okay, won't happen.
Saint close to 6, but not quite there. Needs another minion.
Okay, wait, Zeka actually knew, but he disrespected a little bit.
Go in here for the ulti. Ooh, Sonic Wave misses, so the LYON play fizzles.
And that will be a dragon start for HLE, as they do have HP advantage and ult advantage on the mid lane. They also know Inspired's top side, so QXDD and Kanavi will be all over this dragon. Yeah, look at the gold lead. It's 1,000 gold. What the heck? That camera was logged on Rakan because it started jiggling like my stomach after food.
Also working on taking this first Drake. It's ever so slightly
Inspired about to hit level 6 though. Maybe looking at a repeat gank in mid.
Kanavi is already level 6 and he is on the way to... Wow. Take it, Saint, take it! Take it! I see the angle, Saint, I see the angle! Inspired is level 6. Kanavi wants to ult on Akali if Akali walks to the wave, possibly. But she's not gonna walk to the wave.
So plenty of backup for
and now Kanavi has an item advantage, longsword and tunnel into double ruby crystal. EU sucks, how did we get 3-0 by this? I mean, I don't know, yesterday LYON drafts were so much better. Is it because we are boosted, we don't know what to pick, or is it because... Like, what is happening, you know? Like, today these champions select... Oh,
Gumayusi exhausted by Berserker. Guma using the barrier of his
Berserker, that exhaust has so much value. G2 used 200 power versus T1 and LYON used 200% power versus G2. Yeah, that feels this way, no cap though. We did everything we could, like literally T1 drained us. T1 completely drained us. And then I believe G2 slightly drained LYON as well. So maybe if we would play LYON on the day we played T1... I like to cope already one day after we got completely obliterated. Lol.
Berserker crashes this wave, they move as a unit to try and get vision, but HLE are trying to beat them to the punch and start this immediately.
All right, grubs have already
Okay, Kanavi's gonna get at least one grab. He is on the blue side, so he can just leave. His ult is available, but I think LYON will claim the last 2 grabs. HLE is already happy about this. They don't need to... Ooh, Kanavi?
Trying to keep Kanavi away, wants to try to get the stun here.
I mean, this is like Kanavi's playing it pretty well. Okay. Gumayusi's ult is big, but look at Inspired. He's flashing in. Inspired is still alive, and Inspired is out. Isles is going for the execute, but I think Guma is gonna catch him. And that's Inspired. That's Guma. And Zeus is destroying Dhokla on side lane.
You end up looking at the Alistar, doesn't end up using that auto attack.
For example, would G2 ban Renekton against Dhokla if they knew they are sending Anivia top lane? Maybe they wouldn't. But it seems like Zeus is completely destroying his Gragas 20 seals ahead, right? Is that a matchup, or is that just Dhokla not being comfortable on Gragas?
Unlike last game, the lanes are not going well.
Like Dhokla was 50-50 against BB yesterday.
With only that 1 kill being added.
Inspired to learn how to listen Q from you. And we are both Polish in the end.
Have the damage killing.
Yeah, even though nice flash from the shockwave, but Gumayushi's in a great position there. I
like how Inspired just flash kicks and then misses the Q, yeah. True. I see it. I see it now.
After getting the kill. And
this guy knows.
To make that play.
It's 2k gold, 10 minutes in, 1 dragon for HLE, next dragon coming up. Zeka has no TP though. Hexblade finish on Kanavi, he's so juiced up here. Zane is gonna get his base cancelled. Looking at the AD carry items as well, Berserker is way behind Gumayusi, as Guma already finished his BT. Wait, Dhokla, isn't Dhokla dead here? Oh, no, I think he can just ER and he's out. Yeah, he's fine. That being said, how did he find himself in a position to flash that? That made no sense.
But this is the kind of pressure you want to see from Hate, and it looks like right now that fight seems to be over the dragon.
All right, Inspired and LYON are going to be the side to start it up first, but Kanavi's hanging out on the back side of the wall.
Kanavi.
Zeka also has the shockwave ready to go, so keep your eyes out for the combo. Dhokla with a nice knock on Zeus back into the turret. Meanwhile, okay,
they are going to Inspired, and not only Inspired, they also went on to Berserker. The fight seems playable. Inspired is trying to kill Zeka. Inspired kills Zeka. Wait, this is actually a winnable fight. Yo! LYON, who is winning the fight. Gumayusi is on the run. Oh wow, that was nice flash from Zeus. But I don't think he has the damage now. Yo! Dhokla plays Zeus! Dhokla is alive! LYON get the dragon! They win the fight! Holy shit, let's go!
That is a massive team fight.
North America, baby! Freedom, baby!
They get the dragon, they get 2 kills. Dhokla survives and eggs Zeus on the top.
If I was North American and my team would win against HLE, I'd just go to my garden and I'd fire up the barbecue and make some brisket. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Okay, that being said, I believe Kanavi should go on Inspired along the others. I don't know why they split focus so much. Kanavi trolled this fight completely going on Berserker. Kanavi played it so bad actually, that's crazy. And then look at Alistar. Alistar's job is to be on top of Guma and not allow him to play. And that's exactly what Isles did. He walked up to Guma, cancelled his ult, and he was on top of him. Guma could not out-attack. Alistar does not die to an AD carry, not at this point of the game, not to misfortune.
Getting both of those kills in the exchange puts him on his Trinity Force power.
Okay, they cannot kill the light. Oh, Zeus is here, what?
But he cannot get enough trample stacks to get the follow-up auto attack stun.
Isles has ult now.
Hanging around right behind him, wants to at least steal away the big Krug here. Inspired, and the rest of LYON now. They found Kanavi inside the jungle. He pops the paranoia, trying to keep himself alive. Kanavi down to 1.
Kanavi goes to give a kill to Zane. Oh, Kanavi is having such a stinky series.
All he accomplishes is giving the Akali a free
and again, now LYON is almost equaling gold. They're only 1k gold down.
Zeka pushing on this top side.
My cam froze again. Oh, that's why it made a sound. I see. I heard a Windows sound, and I guess the Windows sound was the cam unplugging and plugging again.
Here, top Gragas meta, the tank meta before that had been nerfed. So
Inspired.
We'll see how clean is he going to be on it.
All right, Rift Herald has begun. HLE starting up this next main
This fight should still be good for LYON. They are ahead in items. Saint does have a TP ward. Look at that portal from Hextech. Saint is gonna TP any moment. Saint is TPing behind them. Isles is looking for the engage. What? Isles? What the fuck? Oh no, I think they fucked up that engage. Inspired gets the Herald though. Wait. Inspired is here 1-for-1 so far. Isles gets the combo before he dies. Oh, Gumayusi, nice ult. Inspired goes in and he kicks!
But he doesn't find a kill. Berserker wants to follow.
Okay, they still win the fight. Flash out from Rakan. Berserker keeps going in.
And it's HLE left.
And it's 3 for 3, but Lion get the head out, so they win the fight. Nice one. Lion, let's go. Guma and Zeka, so much damage, but Saint as well, 3k damage on the Kali. Saint on Millis is crazy. And now look at Zeus. Zeus is stuck against 2 guys. 3 guys. He flashes. He dies once. 4 guys now against Zeus. Avengers came around, and that's a free kill. Akali, Ali started pressing that ult. And Lion is now ahead in gold. They are also using Herald, so they can go for tier 2 tower, possibly. Oh, wait, what? That was good.
Now Gumayusi trying to push the tier 1 turret
I think
here in mid.
Dhokla
wanted to clear out the wave, trying to get away for now, but the fear is already proc. And
Inta.
HLE have found a target of
Inta. That was a very unnecessary death. No reason to die there. Berserker is just trying to farm over the wall.
So the play goes bad. Zeka here pushing on that top
He
side.
gets most of the wave.
Going the way of Lion, but there's
Dragon is alive as well, and I think Inspired is starting it. He knows that they have tempo advantage. Zeka is top lane, Gumayusi just based. The gold it was as high as 2300 for HLE, and now the gold is equal. Lion still gets outscaled. They need to keep up this pace of the game.
But they said early on in split 1 in lock-in were around Saint, and they tried to adjust.
Dhokla.
All right, Dhokla under pressure yet again.
Oh.
4-man play coming out from HLE, and Gumayusi peppers him full of holes. Another kill.
They are
over to
trying to give
Misfortune.
kills to
That's
Guma. They are
4.
making
And
Guma
as you say,
fed.
that's the downside of this full AP Gragas.
Monka.
Doesn't have the sustainability.
Step up mechanically, and that is one of the big changes that put them
Oh.
ahead.
Saint going in, looks for that solo kill after Zeka.
Wow, Saint with the solo bolo.
Zeka flashes.
Oh, and Saint TP's out just in time before Zeus can finish him off. Well played to Saint. That was a beautiful solo bolo.
And it's plays like that.
I think Gragas maybe should have just went tank this game. You know the build where Gragas goes Fimbul's Winter and gets really tanky with a W max? I feel like that would have been a better build for him this game, because he's playing really weak-sided. Berserker is the main character along Saint. You don't really want to help the Gragas, right? So how did it happen? He gets the Hex the Gamble, instantly Olens, hit the E, takes the E. Wow, that was just clean. I mean, he missed the R2, but he didn't really need it.
Gets the kill, sees the TP coming in, and TP.
What was that, bro? Fixing your hair?
And Inspired now is behind him.
Yep, Delight's gonna get tagged by Sonic Wave.
Inspired.
He's strike ready to follow, but
Oh,
Inspired
Inspired
is not in the right
trolled.
spot. He gets himself
Oh,
a
Inspired really hard troll there. But he's still alive. Bro, Kanavi's so bad. I don't know what's Kanavi doing.
Kanavi's gonna be first to die. Inspired's still
Okay, Gumayusi is dead! Gumayusi is dead! Berserker is cooking them along Saint! Inspired was just baiting! And now look, Zeus is caught as well! That could be a Baron!
More! Zeus tries to get away with a point-blank flash frost.
He's dead! Zeus is dead!
Stop! Saint!
The combo is dead! That's a Baron for a Lion! Yo, what the fuck? Holy Inspired with the 5-hit baits!
It is just Delight alive, as Inspired could get nothing in that fight, but
oh, they cannot Baron. Shit! But Lion can still play Dragons. They can get so they can play towards Soul. It's 1k gold lead for them. I think Nocturne, all Nocturne had to do is press ult and press damage on Inspired, but Nocturne for some reason went on to Berserker. I think Kanavi is playing really badly this game. His Nocturne is so bad. His target selection is awful. But maybe it's just Inspired being his head, possibly.
This is a pretty big misstep from Inspired here. He goes in and he goes for a kick flash just to try to disengage.
Like, look, at this point, it looks like, okay, Inspired is dead, right? Kanavi can ult him. But Kanavi literally gives him life steal from Sundered Sky, and then he Inspired flashes away. Guma has to commit for it, Delay has to commit for it, and then they both get out of position.
It was also the fact Inspired stayed alive for so long. The shield coming through, the heal, sorry, the heal coming out.
He knows, bro, he knows.
As long as he could, and Inspired having a little bit of a laugh.
5,000 damage Berserker, 5,000 damage Saint. Assassin, by the way. Is Akali balanced or what? That is insane.
Trying to find an angle in behind HLE.
Dragon is alive in 5 seconds. Akali is finding a nice flank.
Remember, Orianna still no flash.
Okay.
It's all about whether LYON can win this fight. If they ever die and they give up these huge shutdowns. Was Saint spotted? I don't think so.
Saint still hanging out on the backside of the pit. HLE stepping forward.
Berserker has flash. He should be unkillable. You don't even want to flip it though. Just use Ezreal to poke. Very nice ult by Berserker tagging Zeka. As long as HLE doesn't really get the engage job and LYON can poke them out. Oh my, that was... Wait, they do kill get the light, right? Can they keep going? Saint gets one, gets out. Okay, even though Dhokla was not the cleanest of them all, he does kind of find a barrel that caught the light.
He was fast with that reactive flash, but
nicely done on
LYON's gonna stop BLG's golden road. I believe it. I believe it at this point. How winnable is this? They need one more dragon. Berserker is 606 with his Ezreal. He's so strong, he's so fed. And he's unkillable as well. Orianna Nocturne combo doesn't have the damage to kill Ezreal at this point of the game. And even if you do, Saint is going to roll over you.
They need to show that they can actually kill the Nexus. We can see this one more time.
Like, I didn't know the Saint guy, but he's so good. Okay, Zeus actually reacted very well. So it wasn't even Dhokla, it was just Zeus reaction time. But they still killed the light. Like, look, poop, poop, poop. So clean. Yeah, they have to remain. Saint just bought Magi. Saint just bought Magi. The curse booked. This one word is a bit awkward that it wasn't cleared. Well, if Saint can use it, he's gonna be level 16, right? If he gets stacks. Gumayusi has Hex Drinker, so he has some MR to be safer. He's going towards IE now. Dhokla is 3 levels down, 2 levels down. Part of it is Road of Ages that gave Zeus 1 level, but it's also Dhokla is not really catching a lot of sides compared to Zeus. Dhokla is 60 CS down. Did the light just take smite and smite the cannon?
Just constantly clearing out the way.
He knows the feeling. He knows the nice feeling of smiting the cannon.
As well as for Saint, who in this previous top river fight, the Gragas will not be able to do anything near what Anivia can.
Anivia is stepping in.
I mean, Gragas is 1 round of spells, and that's his value. That's basically all he's going to be bringing.
Kanavi.
Knocked up into the air there.
Okay, they're trying to go onto Akali. Nice kick from Inspire. He fights Gumayusi. Kill Guma, kill Guma, kill Guma. Guma is dead, Guma is dead, Guma is dead. Kill Kanavi, get Baron! Kill Kanavi! Kill Kanavi! There's no tower, keep going, kill Kanavi! I think Saint can do it, Saint gets one more, I think Saint can kill Kanavi, Zeus is dead as well!
Bottom laners, as well as the top laner of HLE, are nothing but corpses!
Holy, the kick from Inspired wins the fight! Gumayusi's ult gets cancelled! Gumayusi dies! That's gonna be a Baron for LYON. LYON can get the dragon as well!
A game there to try to seal the deal.
Saint
Inspired, man.
Was clutch
Saint
as well.
Saint. Okay, it's fine. 5,000 gold lead now. Saint has 16 Magi stacks. Dhokla just bought Leech Bane. Saint should have Zonia. Look, they try to go on Saint, but Saint's topage is absolutely insane. And then Inspired just gets that free kick as Gumayusi is trying to chunk his ultimate.
Wardhop, kick flash, Guma gets caught, in goes Saint, and Saint is just dancing around in this fight, playing it beautifully. The cast from Dhokla,
and the fight was just so good after Saint and Inspired.
That tower has no health, so it's not
Cinema!
Look at this from
Dajan Library. I feel like they should be happy for North America, no? Having a competitive team from NA, that's crazy.
By Delight. It is LYON with a 4,500 gold lead. It's LYON who will claim the soul if they take this next dragon. HLE, they know they have to stop this.
Saint got enough gold after killing that tower. He has a full Zonius.
Okay, Guardian Angel also available on Inspired. Seeker's Arm Guard also.
I feel like this fight,
Berserker. So both LYON
as long as again they use Ezreal poke,
from the Paranoia Shockwave combo.
LYON can't lose this. Just don't fuck it up. Don't go in. Use poke. If you go in, make sure that they are poked out.
Sonic Wave on a Kanavi. Inspired
is slowly chipping away on this dragon as LYON is zoning enemies away. Inspired is not gonna get baited. Inspired is leaving the dragon 4k. He's playing so patient. Zeus found! Zeus found! Zeus is dead! He's in a stoppage. He's gonna die! Dhokla gets this one.
Revenge for the laning phase.
And now the vision is denied. They have no more blue eyes. They have nothing. Inspired is gonna claim the soul for his team.
wants to see if there's a cheeky steal, but
he waited out Oriana cue ball, and that's it! LYON claims the Hextech Soul.
No chance at the 50-50. It is picture perfect play here. They
Berserker 808, Inspired 0-11.
They burst him down.
Isles and Saint. They are looking for Saint, but I think he... Oh my, another beautiful stopwatch. No way, Saint. Oh my god, Saint outplays all of them! And Kanavi even is a minion, he is completely lost! Dhokla dies. But Misfortune gets cancelled by the kick! And Inspired is just going so deep, killing everybody! 8-21 in kills! LYON will take game 2! Holy shit, Inspired! Saint, Berserker! No way, man! USA, USA, USA! Dude!
Respawns, but there's nothing the Anivia can do.
Holy shit!
We're down 2,000 gold in lane, but
that is insane! They made it! They did something that G2 could never do! Not only they 3-0 G2, but now they're tied against HLE. Holy shit, man. But Saint in teamfights was so insane. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, LYON is doing last pick. Let's see what HLE is gonna aim for. What do you think was the issue? Bard is open, guys. This will be a Bard first pick for HLE if left open. If Bard is first pick, though, Cassiopeia is gonna be open. So you have a choice between Cassiopeia and Ryze. Sorry, Cassiopeia and Bard. There is no counter pick to Cassiopeia left in the game. Okay, this should be a Cassio first pick for HLE, and Guma can also play bot lane. Is this going to be Cassio, or is this going to be Vi? Kanavi also really likes Vi, but Inspired can play it too. Wow! So they grab Vi over Cassio. I think LYON has to pick Cassio now. And Vi is 9-2 in the tournament, so they prioritize Vi over Cassio. Has to be Cassio for LYON then. And what is a counter pick to Vi? You can pick Trundle, you can pick Nafiri, you can pick Olaf. Inspired can play all of these champions. Xin is okay. Please grab Cassio, please grab Cassio. My weight after time in Korea, I don't know, I haven't checked, but it's gonna be like 80 kilos maybe. Lucian Milio. One of the biggest counter picks to Lucian Milio is Vi. And the reason for that is quite simple. Lucian needs to dash in to do damage. Vi instantly ults Lucian, Lucian is dead. Lucian is one of the lowest range carries in the entire game. Vi ult benefits from them. Lucian... What? Nyla for Gumayusi?
That was not what I heard.
Vi Nyla comp? No, but this game, Cassiopeia is gonna be so OP. You have to... Oh, they misclicked. Oh, they just misclicked. Something... Oh, yeah, okay. They just misclicked, guys. I'm gonna cancel the Gamba. I'm gonna redo the Gamba. Yeah, they just misclicked. This has to be a client bug. This is 100% a Kog'Maw lock-in, and is a client bug. This is not on HLE, this is 100% on Riot Games. Swinging me is more likely. Yeah, Kog'Maw and Lulu, that was what they intended to lock in. Lock is unavailable. This... Okay, Cassiopeia is not as good anymore. It was supposed to be good, but Kog'Maw Lulu can actually win lane against Milio Lucian before level 3. Then after level 3, Lucian Milio is gonna win. And then after one item, Kog'Maw wins again. I don't like this LYON draft. HLE is probably just going to ban out Trundle here, no? Victor is not bad, it wins lane.
That they would want some hard engage here, because you either do that or you try
Victor is just a lane bully. They have a lot of damage, LYON, but they have nobody to save them. Okay, chat. Inspired on Shen this game. Inspired on Shen, what do we think? Shen for Lucian against Vi. So the Ari ban for LYON as there is a buy already.
Because they might have a completely different read of like
Trundle ban is the obvious one.
We just kill Vi when
so the Trundle is not going to be available for LYON.
Really succeed at. So, you know,
I feel like Inspired doesn't have a good champion if he doesn't pick Shen. Okay, I feel like Cassio ban is also good because he was still okay champion in this game with Vi to combine them. But for me, what the heck is Inspired playing? Olaf is not good into Kog'Maw Lulu, you get melted. I guess Xin Zhao, no? Yeah, I think it's a Xin Zhao angle for Inspired. Xin Zhao is not so bad. Xin Zhao is pretty decent here. and then you let Dhokla last pick. They do Skarner.
Infamous Faker Galio series where he was everywhere.
But I do like Skarner in a way. It's tanky against Vi, it can E-hair, it can try to counter-engage when Vi goes in. The problem with Skarner is that you're just going to be a free target for Kog'Maw Lulu. If Kog'Maw doesn't die in a fight, I think Gumayusi carries that game really hard. And then you have Rumble. You know, okay, wait. What if Dhokla goes Ornn here and they just have engaged from so far?
So they're just throwing down the gauntlet. Zeka
Skarner is good against Yone,
what does Dhokla do into this?
but this looks so freaking scary. This draft from HLE has insane team fighting. They have so much damage on everybody. They are very squishy though, but they have so much damage. Dhokla on Gwen, I don't like that, man. Go Dhokla on Gwen. I mean, I do understand why you pick Gwen here. Gwen is going to lose lane to Rumble, but Gwen can actually outscale Rumble at one item on side lane, and Gwen is good against Vi. And it's okay against Yone. It's also good against Kog'Maw, as Kog'Maw can out-attack her through W. But I feel like putting Dhokla on a carry is not how LYON wins. So I am not convinced about this draft. I think it's gonna be a really hard game for LYON. It's a carry matchup for Dhokla, guys. It's Dhokla carry matchup against Zeus carry matchup.
You don't have utility.
Big Dogs needs to channel his performance from yesterday against Broken Blade. Which draft I prefer? HLE. If you are a better team, I like HLE draft more. If you are a better player. HLE draft is, again, harder to play, but very rewarding when you play the champions well. Let's see what can Inspired figure out in the early game as well. Maybe he has a cheese in mind.
Get Dhokla into a position where he can be strong, even
because at least for Lucian Milio, you want to snowball that bot lane early.
And the typical rune, but he is saying the way that I die, level 1.
All right, not a whole lot that we got from the level 1.
They know that Skarner is going to start bot side now because of that. And it didn't really do all that much for bot. It was still okay for, I mean, good for LYON, but not, you know, game changing. Now the question is Inspired gonna do 3 camps and gank bot? Is Inspired gonna do 3 camps gank mid? Or is Inspired just gonna full clear and chill? I believe in this game he should full clear and chill. Full clear, chill, get some HP and then go bot. Oh, Gumayusi very early barrier there.
Immediate barrier there, so Gumayusi can still contest this level 1 push.
Until level 3 this bot lane is hard and then Lucian Milio can start trading back. Or at least level 2 when you have Milio WE. Inspired is going to bot side, he's looking for something.
Yep, down in the bottom lane, it's Berserker.
Wow, what a trade. Level 2, man. Level 2 Lucian Milio. What? Come on, she's just dead!
Blood in the 2v2.
That's it! Berserker kills Gumayusi! Holy! Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, Lucian Milio at level 2, the shields, the heals, the range.
That we had in some of these series, and that is what LYON is trying to recapture.
Oh, Q Flash, Saint is dead.
In front of his tower, hasn't gone for the reset. Zeka already TP'd in.
Where is that?
Play under tower. Saint needs the flash.
Yeah, Kanavi over the wall, coming in with the wall breaker.
Wait, I mean, they fucked up, but yeah, it's gonna be a kill anyway. Well played to Kanavi. He finally finds something.
Accomplishes the mission. Now Inspired, Ishtal's impact over the wall, but
and I think Zeka might actually be getting played as well. I'm not sure if he got the gold from the plate or not.
Saint was trying so hard to freeze that, had the teleport.
Yeah, Saint was too greedy. Saint could have just let the wave crash, catch it, and base. Yeah, the cancel was really big because Zeka has no TP.
Now up here with
holy Zeus!
Dhokla versus Zeus. You can see the speed of that Storm Raider
Swifties on Storm Surge.
Now Inspired making his way towards the bottom lane. The wave is crashed into the turret already.
Inspired looking for Gumayusi. Gumayusi the target. The light is gonna eat it. But Isles is not dying and Gumayusi is dead. Drops another wave to the tower. No kills will be traded. Inspired just walks it out.
Inspired survives and Guma's dead again.
Massive for LYON. Keep snowballing Berserker. Berserker in a great spot this game can carry. 0 to Kog'Maw 1. 1,000 gold behind. Let's see Berserker items. He has Sheen. Refillable potion, ping ward. Sheen spike is amazing.
And I'm glad you mentioned the barrier.
It's still a difficult game for Lucian when you go to mid game because of Vi in the game. And Rumble and Yone and I guess Kog'Maw. Gumayusi still no flash for 1.5 minutes. I think Skarner can look for a bot gank. Okay, Skarner, Inspired is not gonna look for bot play. Inspired is gonna base. Saint is trying to aggressively trade him to Zeka.
Could really allow
Just
him to
chunk
play a little
him.
bit more
Nice
free, a
sidestep
little
from
bit more
Zeka.
confidently believe in himself.
Kanavi is
in
about to
these
hit level
matchups
6 if he
that
is the
little
Skull
bit
Crab.
more.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of belief in that bottom lane right now. Berserker is absolutely showing up. 2 kills now in the Lucian. The early Sheen to a slingshot. Like, you're going to be very much able to continue this pressure on the bottom side, and that opens up things like the Dragon. But
I don't know if they have the damage. Inspire's gonna flash. Oh no, Inspire sold it. That is the first major in from Inspire the whole series. He early smited the Skull Crab, didn't get it. Kanavi gets it, level 6, and Inspire dies. I mean, that just looked very grief, right? But the big one is that Berserker is still winning. He's the last hope. At least for now. Kanavi's level 7 now, Inspire's on level 5. Inspire's gonna be level 6 after Raptors though. So 1 level gap in the jungle. I do think Vi
and if this Vi can start to punish
being
some of the
so
fact that,
strong,
you know, you still have that flash gone in mid lane. You
is
don't
not
have a
good
flash
for the
Dhokla
game.
on the top side.
Though Koglu obviously
So up from
has a lot
both
of power in
sides,
the late game.
Berserker
Generally
now has
speaking,
Warhammer
Lions comp late
and
game
boots.
way more. I mean, I do think
Sen
their
is
ability
about to get his
disengage
first
in these
evolution,
games
so he'll be able
is
to push mid
incredibly
easier.
powerful.
Kanavi
though, looking
has
for
no ult.
saves.
This is not gonna be a play. Maybe a chunk if anything. Yeah, it's gonna be a chunk.
Saint uses the power siphon to get himself away.
I think Kanavi just wants to get one grab and he will back off. I don't think Kanavi really wants to like hard contest this. Kanavi still has smite. Kanavi's gonna smite the next one. And now Kanavi is 2 levels ahead of Inspire again.
1 for 1 on Grub so far.
Can Milio
Grub
cancel
still
by? I don't know.
alive. Kanavi should be able to secure this one easy, so HLE is coming out on top.
Milio value in this game is only Q, Yona in fight, or I guess you can cancel by Q with your Q as well.
And that's why I'm surprised that Lion did
Yeah,
try
Inspire
and
is
take
still
that
us
fight.
behind.
They had the push on top. Already Victor chips across the mid. I honestly
I'm a
expected
bit
them to
worried
just
for
try and full
Inspired,
send with the position they had on the map,
because I know that
but
he
Inspired a little
prides
bit
himself
wary
in
as
how
cracks away
efficient he is
and
as a
Kanavi wants
jungler.
more.
Yep, that's the
So,
level
like,
8
being
versus
2 levels
level
behind.
6 advantage. Kanavi knows Inspired cannot deal with him, and now cease and desist yet again. Wild growth with Gumayusi coming up right behind him. Delight takes the kill.
Play against Kanavi.
Oh yes,
If you took a Squire's Blue with Roshan,
Shine, thank you.
and again, we're starting to see it here in this game.
I said that. I don't remember saying that.
He is so hard to stop.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember saying that.
Always trying to push that limit.
I guess maybe I have.
Tracking, perfectly, forcing plays, creating advantage after advantage after advantage, and Inspire right now, it's just kind of in recovery.
I mean, I'm the meta maxing, so
you're not worried about
67 CS for Inspired.
Just gonna try and clear it out, make
And
sure
107 for
there's cover,
Kanavi,
any sort of
30
play that
CS gap
happens.
in the
Just try and
jungle.
keep this gold
That's
influence
40
going
actually. I
in the
can't even count, man.
Hold on. Exhaust use here in the
Good
top side.
that I
Dhokla's
could
got
play
the needle
games,
work. The
otherwise
equalizer's
I
already
would
been
just
used
end up
on
as
the
a...
wave. Meanwhile, bottom lane Inspired.
I don't wanna think what I would end up as.
Down here, top side, Dhokla
Zeus gets solo balled.
with the solo kill, cuts him
And
down.
Guma is dead though, right?
Meanwhile, bottom side, Berserker needs a little
Inspired?
bit more damage to try to kill Gumayusi. The turret's
Okay,
gonna
nice.
turn right back over onto
Inspired is dead!
Breath of life will not
And they
save
still
him,
make
but
Berserker more
Berserker's
ahead.
got the
Berserker is now
double kill. It's a
2,000
2
gold
for 2
ahead.
across the
And
map.
this game
Inspired
chat is only on Berserker.
this bot lane.
Look at what
He's
is happening
giving up his
to
top
Inspire's
cap
jungle.
to make sure that Berserker
Inspired is
can go
completely out
4
of this game.
and 0,
The big
but it's
problem
HLE that are winning
is that
elsewhere.
Dhokla gets solo killed. Because if top is equal, mid is equal, and bot is really ahead, and jungle is really ahead on opposite sides of the teams, it's a playable game. But Dhokla getting solo killed is what really ruins the game. Top side is now officially cooked, literally by Rumble Q.
Zeus was happy to take the fight, even with that early exhaust. He just kites it out. He
Oh,
has
he
this
kited out the
location,
exhaust.
and you can see this needlework not
And the
really
ult, I
getting too
guess.
much value, and then
He
Zeus
flashes
keeps his
from-
heat at just the right temperature.
He didn't even have to flash, but he just styled on him.
Finishes him off. Beautiful solo.
Yeah, the needlework dodged twice in that fight was huge, and then on the dive, Gumayusi flashes away, but it's straight into the face of a Culling, and it's good using of the tower aggro. It is
That was
Inspired
well
goes
played by
down,
Inspired,
but the fact that you get 2
but there was
kills
not
onto
enough
Berserker
damage.
and some turret plates has
They
to
couldn't
be the
finish
silver
off
lining here for Lion.
Lulu
It really
or
is. I
Kog'Maw
mean,
before
it's
Lulu
kinda all
ulted.
eggs in
Kanavi
the
still was
Berserker
ahead.
basket, 'cause the gold is close, but Dhokla gonna get pressured again.
Inspired
Yep,
is...
Kanavi
Ooh.
looking to work together with Zeus and
He
find
is
yet
better dead,
another
isn't he?
kill here in the top lane. HLE's game
Wait, actually, they
plan,
fucked up. I think
focus
Dhokla
these
might be
solo
fine.
lanes, get him ahead. Dhokla survives for now, but
well.
Kanavi re-enters.
Why did he
And
stay?
Kanavi
Why didn't he
takes
run away?
another one.
Donkeys!
HLE,
Hey,
1,000
big
gold
donkeys!
ahead.
Yeah, Dhokla had both Berserker
Couldn't he
and
just
Oz
keep
were
running
moving
now?
up, but
Dhokla
Cannon
had
minion.
outplayed him. He had
Wait,
survived,
yeah,
and then he
chat.
was trying to reset that
That is
skipping
justified.
flash by getting those melees
Every
down
top
and
laner
end up
there
just
would die for a
dying
cannon minion.
and giving one over, and
That's the
costly.
truth.
They're gonna look for Zeka.
Yep, Zeka's
Don't
about
blame blame Dhokla. Blame the game.
He wants to try to turn it around a little bit here.
Holy shit, 4 people ganking Zeka. Kanavi has no ult, but he's on Berserker. Kanavi has to... Kanavi is getting locked down. Kanavi still has flash, but he didn't use it. Kanavi gets 1. Kanavi gets 2. Kanavi gets 3. Kanavi is 4 levels ahead of Inspired. Kanavi is unkillable. Kanavi is a demon. Guma dies though. Wait, is Dhokla dead to Bomba? Okay, almost. Nah, but that's the game now. You know, when I look at this play from LYON, what they just did, that looked like watching G2 Esports, bro. That dive into all die is like watching G2 Esports.
But Inspired is still down.
How does LYON do to win this game? They're 2.5k gold behind.
Yeah, Inspired
look at the gold leads, chat. Individual gold leads.
Very basic low-tier items. Meanwhile, Sundered Sky
Berserker is 2,000 gold ahead of Guma.
Oh, wow. Barrier keeps
that was really
alive.
close.
Berserker loses a lot of health to the heated up turret.
Inspired is done with the jungle item at 15 minutes, but Kanavi is 50 seals ahead.
Push on the bottom lane from Zeka, so immediately HLE going to move over towards the dragon.
So 2k gold lead for Zeus, 2k gold lead for Kanavi. Mid is equal. Almost 2k gold lead for Berserker. Berserker is going Black Cleaver. He is going the tanky build on Lucian.
Guma, which is something for him, but you know, before that solo kill, he was holding even. Then he gets.
I don't think they could fight this dragon regardless if Berserker did what he did or not. I think the gap is just too big on other roles. And you have 2 early dragons for Kog'Maw. That being said, Kog'Maw is going to struggle to go back in this game.
The terrifying part, though, is when you are kind of one threat right now. I mean, Saint is relevant.
Over the wall goes Kanavi, and Dhokla once again must cease and desist. Zeus unstoppable.
That's just Dhokla going to the river. I'm not really sure what he was thinking. I think Dhokla was going to check / ward Herald. But he didn't think about the fact that Vi doesn't do Herald and goes on her instead. So I think it was just like a game read.
I know what you were looking for. I'm not going to show up for it. I won't give a kill back this time. But, you know, you need that second threat for LYON, because otherwise it's going to be Yone ult, it's going to be Vi ult, it's going to be Equalizer all on your head every fight as Berserker, and someone else has to
Berserker.
Berserker now going to be your target.
Oh, no.
Polymorph tries to get away, but the fate sealed again will do its duty.
That's the game.
Gumayusi takes the kill
The big boy just died.
Injury, and now the 1 point of strength
the big
for
boy
LYON
is dead now.
is cut down. HLE over 4,000 gold ahead as they
Guma is back.
Rift Herald straight down mid.
The instructional video for
That's gonna be a bot tower as well.
Just comes through immediately afterwards. Like, there was nothing that Berserker could do on that one. Now the Rift Herald going to the bot lane. 4,000 gold about to skyrocket for HLE.
I mean, this is just a top-side masterclass here. Kanavi and Zeus really running away with the game. LYON will continue to fight, continue to look for plays, and we'll see if they can find something on the Zeus, but this is a risky dive if they want to go for it.
All right, Dhokla's wave going to be cleared out by the Equalizer. Saint shows up.
Lula is almost here. They need to execute it quickly.
Zeus shoved away.
Inspired, he's out, right?
Barely survives.
Nice.
LYON get their mark before Kanavi can show up with the
LYON is on the bot tower, though, so they are still losing a lot of gold meanwhile.
But I don't think they really care. You got Zeka onto the tier 2.
So they get 3 grabs. If they could secure top tower, that would be awesome, but they couldn't do that either. At least a shutdown, right? Shutdown is good. Kanavi.
Yeah, it's very.
Is Kanavi gonna chase this? I think he can. But there is arm guard on this Victor. Nice W by Saint.
Desist is going to find a valuable target. The solo laners on LYON are being hunted. Kanavi is having such an impressive game here. This is exactly
1 minute until Dragon HLE has full control over the bot side. LYON is gonna be weak side top with 2 items. Who is we? It's we. We in the chat. Me and you.
He believes the best way to win in a position
doesn't feel particularly strong with 30 seconds left to go until the 3rd Drake spawns.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think LYON has an answer to this. They lost top prio, mid prio, bot prio.
Trying to fight. It is going to be yet another
Europe unites behind LYON, the West stands together. Exactly. Europe unites behind LYON, the West stands together. But only because we Europeans don't have a European team to count for, because all of our teams are bad and you guys are better. So now we stand together. But if G2 was part of the tournament still, then we wouldn't like you very much. I want to be clear. Oh, Kanavi misses the Q.
The target here for Kanavi, tries to use the impale to turn things around and buy himself a little time.
Kanavi says ult. Wait, why did Dhokla insta W? I'm pretty sure that cancels my ult. Huh? That reaction time was so slow.
Is on a rampage. HLE HLE. They find the pick and earn
I'm 99% sure if you Gwen W, buy ult, the buy just ult gets cancelled.
Who ends up falling as a result. Dragon number 3 for the LCK.
It's just one of critical in the last 2 games, his playmaking. It's really just Inspired that can try to grab someone, but he's so far behind. He has just been paper, and HLE want to force the issue. They're trying
Inspired,
to get
no flash, they know about it. They can turn his buy ult.
Dhokla down in the bottom lane, teleport's ready, but
8,000,
Zeka can
7,000.
Baron so easily with just the 2 of them.
TP coming from Dokis,
Dhokla.
and I think HLE is just gonna back off.
Summoner spell is down. Saint steps forward towards the Baron, but it's already lost its patience and
Wait, Kanavi might actually go on this, no?
HP. Berserker
Zeus is level 16, Kanavi.
in the mid lane, Inspire goes over the wall,
I don't think you can kill Kanavi like this, by the way.
Where's the follow-up damage? There's nothing from LYON. Kanavi's just fine with Wild Growth. He gets back over the wall. That's Impale plus the Arcane Storm. Used by LYON, only Wild Growth.
They found Dhokla.
HLE as now
Wait, actually Dhokla found them. Wait,
wait,
Zeka is dead! Dhokla is gonna kill Gumayusi! Gumayusi is dead! Zeus passes in! Zeus is dead! Wait, there's gonna be a Baron!
They try to get
Wait, there's gonna be a Baron! No, Berserker.
No death.
They can do Baron! They can do Baron! HLE just choked it! HLE choked it so hard!
May have turned water to wine.
What a fight there from
What
LYON
did you-
out of
what?
nowhere, from so far behind. They're gonna go for the Baron, but Berserker has no
What was that
HP.
though?
I don't even
Oh,
know
but
if
can they do it
this.
though?
Kanavi
Kanavi
is
has
still in
ult.
the area, has
He's getting
smite.
red buff for healing.
Okay, Melio very
I'm not sure if
good
they
at
can do it.
keeping
Saint
his
can maybe
allies
zone them.
topped off. You've got the cozy campfire, you've got the warm hugs.
I think it's not possible for Kanavi to steal it.
Can't get anywhere near this
Yeah,
one.
not
Saint goes
possible,
over the
not
wall.
possible.
Kanavi trying to get out now, stuck inside the gravity field. Turns
Yeah,
right
actually,
back around
what
the
the
ball.
fuck,
Breaker
Kanavi?
looking at Saint.
Kanavi?
Cease and desist. Kanavi staying alive. Saint
Kanavi's dead.
outplaying him.
Oh!
And with the ultra
Look at the gold lead sequel! They made it! They came back!
Let's take another look.
You can see in the fight here that as they end up forcing Kanavi...
Okay, so first Kanavi loses a lot of health, so it's not as easy for them to make the decision of just engaging the fight.
Gravity field coming through from Saint, and that's where
And now Zeka just goes way too deep. Zeka thinks he's doing something, but he's doing nothing.
Exactly. Zeka goes forward here, but he's already a little bit low, and look at that side
Inspire gets the E on him. Zeka loses 90% health, dies, actually.
Damage to take him down. Guma has overstepped. Dhokla catches
I mean,
him.
Kanavi didn't engage, Zeka went in, Zeka died. Like, HLE was just too
Berserker,
overconfident.
but the exhaust is there, the breath of life is there, and then Berserker going too far forward. Both the
Even Saint is
barely
giggling, he
survives.
knows.
A big misstep from Berserker, but it's still a brilliant fight.
Gumayusi's dead
Right
again!
back on the live, but Gumayushi's dead. Inspired.
The light is in trouble. Inspired got Zeka. Inspired flashes to Zeka. Oh, but the Rumble ult is big. The Rumble ult is big though. But they don't have damage. They don't have damage. Kanavi's dead. They are actually why?
They are ace.
Bro, they don't
They
it.
can win the game.
LYON don't it.
80% of the time, but LYON find the clutch.
I think it's over. No, they can end the game.
It right here, right now. They got the wave.
They're pushing straight
No,
into the
Gumayusi's
enemy
alive in
base.
10 seconds.
Look at
Can they
your win
actually
chance.
end the
Look at
game? Can they end the
gold
game?
cap. Look at LYON in the base of HLE.
Gumayusi's alive in 1 minute, but Gumayusi is so weak.
Gumayusi is back alive. Delight in
Don't
10.
throw this game. Please don't
LYON
throw this
health
game.
bars. Compromised. First Nexus.
Delight is
turret,
alive in 5
taken low,
seconds.
Taken out. 3 seconds on Delight.
They can't end, they can't end, they can't end. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Not over yet.
Don't die, don't die. B, 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 B. B, 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 get out, get out. Space, space, space. Use Baron.
Back away, but the TPs are coming.
What about the dragon? What about the dragon? I think they can still fight. They can still fight. They can still fight. No. Take portals. Take portals. Take portals. Take portals. Go, 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 go.
But it's Soul.
You
It's
are
Soul
so
that's on the
strong now.
table
You are
and
so
HLE
spiked. You can
are
actually
rushing
fight. You can
forward
take the fight for
here.
sure.
LYON are strong now, but they spent a lot on that fight. They thought they could end it.
Yep, LYON's going in. They want to try to challenge here for the soul. This could decide the entire game. HLE already onto the objective. LYON stepping forward.
Okay.
Doing it slowly.
They're gonna flip it. They're gonna flip it. But look, Gumayusi's dying again. So who cares about the flip? Kanavi goes in. They're all going to Berserker, but he's alive. Berserker is alive. There is not any alive more. Wait, wait, wait. Zeus.
Find a couple of kills.
Zeka, Zeus. Zeka, Zeus. Zeka.
HLE.
Zeka missed her! Zeka missed her! Zeka is gonna die! Zeka is dead!
Still fighting here in a 1v3.
Oh, wait.
The main character, but Saints executes
It's not
him.
over, it's not over.
Gumayusi,
But LYON get the dragon, the soul is denied!
It's Saint who took the dragon. He does it again.
Wait,
Pulls
they're
the
scoring.
miracle out of his hat.
They want to keep
I don't know
going.
if they can end. I
it's
don't
just
think they can end. I
Gumayusi.
think they have to
were
base.
continuing going for the
Gumayusi
end
was
there.
alive.
But when Isles on such low HP, they decide to back away.
Dude, it was
But
so... What a
holy
peak
moly,
game!
what a
Holy
game,
shit!
boys.
It's Big League of Legends and it comes from North America!
NA are here to play.
And it is Guma.
He did the banana combo on Yona.
Spell of health.
Bro, I think Inspired thought they won the game, but they didn't. Or maybe he was just happy, I'm not sure. That Loki looked like he thought they won the game. The game is not over. The game is still not over.
He is so
but Berserker is insanely OP.
Less than 1 level now. Got so much experience from the Baron, from these fights.
Berserker is now sitting at level 15. He needs one more level, and his ult will do like 3-4k damage easily.
We gotta see, can they get it across the finish line here? HLE so deadly.
Zayn just got magic again!
They've got the
I feel like Zayn should get some magic penetration though.
On Zeka.
All right, battle in the enemy red side jungle as
Inspired.
LYON tries to push forward. Inspired here on the front line.
Kanavi.
Kanavi secures the red buff. Vault Breaker channel to make sure that he can get right back out.
Dude, it's unbelievable that in a game like that, LYON actually gets a Magi.
Ready to go.
Fucking Chad
on the
Saints.
Magi's. Seeker's arm guard for Dhokla. Protoplasm harness for Inspired.
Look at the Guma build. He's going armor. He has Ginzo, Wits, and Nabori Quick Blaze. Now he's going Randuin Omen. He's afraid of Berserker. But Randuin Omen is so low value.
Yeah, Kanavi jumps in after Inspired.
My God, what?
Vault Breaker immediately.
You cannot, I guess, CC by in her ult, so they just ulted each other.
But nobody is close enough to provide the damage.
Oh, wait. Okay, no
LYON
flash.
Looking for their angle here to
Dhokla.
try to end the game. Dhokla's made his way in. The Nexus turret.
They are zoned from the Nexus. They are zoned from the Nexus.
HLE still trying to escape.
Berserker, okay, they're trying to go on the Nexus. Look at the Nexus. Look at the Nexus. I think LYON can end the game. Maybe. Hit the Nexus. 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 They got the Nexus.
Are on match point.
Oh my God, LYON is doing it. They got the Nexus. They got the Nexus.
LCK's #1.
What the fuck?
Close.
Okay, let's go. Let's see what the draft is gonna be in this game.
It didn't quite work out, but thus far,
Yorick
he has
out,
been
Cassie
doing
out.
some serious-
Yorick ban is for Jace first pick. So I believe that we are gonna see a Jace first pick from LYON.
The Jace blind. How comfortable will Dhokla feel on it?
Now Vayne gets banned. LCK would pretend that the MSI didn't exist. I feel like it's too late for LCK to pretend if they lose this. Because remember that LCK also lost first stand. So LCK is just on a downfall trend now. Chandler ban against Inspired makes a lot of sense here. I think Chandler is the best jungler that is left. Jace is open. Xin Zhao has good value. Olaf has good value for jungle. Jace has insane value for top lane here.
By LYON, Cassiopeia and Trundle banned away by HLE, and now that we're on to game 4, it's always these last
What is HLE gonna ban? What are they gonna pick? Is it gonna be Dhokla on Jace? Remember that LYON can afford losing a game, so they can experiment a little bit. They can pick Jace, put it on Dhokla, and be like, okay, Dokies, go beat up Zeus.
Are they okay just playing whatever into it? Okay, they're gonna pick
But
Jace
Dhokla
for
cannot
There's
afford losing.
No way I feel like you get
I mean, they have to pick Jace, bro. They have to pick Jace.
Does not look easy.
Chat!
Zeus is such a
Trust the
good
big
player.
dogs!
This makes a lot of sense.
Trust the big
And
dogs!
now, does Zeus
2-1
go for the ult
up,
that we've
big
seen
dogs
a
on
couple
Jace.
here, or does he not want to kind of...
We are getting NA Jace against Korean
Zeus, one of the best Korean top
Caitlyn.
laners,
Oh my
period.
God, Caitlyn
And
Karma.
He's the one who will now go up against that
Oh,
NA Jace,
shit.
and we'll see if Dhokla can pilot
Oh,
it.
Gumayusi
HLE
says, I'm not playing
instead,
around.
they are going to
I'm taking my
prioritize
belt
some
off.
serious lane power for bottom.
Caitlyn
Last
Karma
game,
is used to
remember
win
Berserker and
lane,
Isles
stomp
were
lane,
2v2 killing
and
them
snowball
at
the game.
level
Also
2.
good
This
scaling.
time around, Caitlyn Karma has some presence.
But it's also not the style that we've seen from HLE, right? Like the whole talking point.
I'm not really sure Berserker can play. Is it gonna be like Ash Seraphine? Okay, Berserker is gonna play Mel. Bro, is it gonna be NA Pike? Okay, Pike, NA Pike was pretty bad before. I think I like Blitzcrank better.
I want to see if he's ever played it in his
You
career.
know
He's
what?
about
I
to
respect
bring
it.
out.
They are one
There's
game
been
up.
so many
Pike and
questions
Mel
about
have the
Lyle's
damage to
ability
kill
to
Caitlyn
play
Karma.
on a pick
After level
like
3, you
this.
have the damage to
The
one-shot
Camille game
Caitlyn
against
Karma if you
TSW
hit the
was much
hook.
better, but
I
his
know
fight
I
game was a bit of a
Spike
disaster.
was
You know,
quite
was not
bad the
looking
last time,
comfortable on it
but I feel like
whatsoever.
this is
You have a
different. This
very
is
hard
aura,
to
this is
execute
energy,
first
this
three.
is...
You're playing Jace,
they
you're
can
playing
do it.
Pike, and you're playing it against some of the best players in the entire world.
Also, what is the chance that Inspires can actually pick Jace and play top lane jungle Jace? And then Dhokla can get a crazy counter pick top in the case. I think the only ban I'd go for is Zhao or Olaf maybe, if I'm HLE, if I target Inspired. And if I target the mid laner, I think Lissandra ban makes sense. It also looks like Zeka might be just picking Ahri. But if Zeka wants to pick Ahri, I think you have to ban Sylas. Isn't Sylas just so good for Saint here? Who is that?
It's going to be so interesting because I agree he's been great.
Was that Zeka? Didn't look like that looked like a freaking prince and not Zeka.
I think the Fury can be
I think it was Twisted Fate. Ahri is bad versus Mel, but I believe it's Mel bot. There is no other champion that can play with Pyke against this.
From HLE, not a champion.
Yeah, Sylas ban is for either mid blind pick Ahri or Gnar top lane. But Gnar top lane is not that likely as Jace wins that lane.
Yeah.
But then Sylas,
LeBlanc.
is that terrifying.
Renekton is also open.
But those two bans feel like they're going in different directions.
Okay, so they banned Ahri for the Sylas and Lissandra.
Try and go for the TPs, Lissandra can't interrupt you, that kind of stuff.
And this has to be, oh, Aurora. Zeka is really good on Aurora.
Just going for a bit more stock standard.
He's one of the few players that has a really good win. Aurora is 1-7 in the tournament. But Zeka is one of those guys who wins with Aurora. He's not a Inter. He actually wins with Aurora. He doesn't pick it for fun. He picks it because he believes he's good.
Also still a flex pick.
And
Wukong was still open. I like the Wukong.
He is a powerful team fight champion into this, and he makes a lot
So
of sense.
Annie for LYON mid lane, and then are they gonna pick Wukong? Or are they gonna pick Xin Zhao? Are they gonna pick Olaf? I think Olaf in this game is hard to play, so I'd rather have Wukong or Xin Zhao.
With this Pyke to try and make plays, exactly, but we'll have to
Oh,
see.
Pantheon,
And
okay.
Yeah, it looks like that might be the call here.
I mean, that way you have more pressure on side lane. You can
Yeah.
Pantheon ult on the Jace side, and you can Pyke roam to that side. I do like the Pantheon.
Big question on everyone's
Yeah,
mind
point
is
and click
gonna
for
be,
Pyke
what
hook
will
too.
Zeus bet their series on here? To me, I'm still thinking about that Olaf. There is angles for things like Malphite, and you can go really kind of more out of left field, things that are more like solo queue answers in towards the Jace. There's Aurelia.
Okay, let's see. What is the last pick for Jace? For Zeus.
He just lacks so much engage though on HLE.
Pantheon Annie is a really strong 2v2 combo, and you have point and click CC on both, so you can one-shot one guy. I think LYON draft is...
right? That's the thing that's making it hard. It could actually be Aurora top. I think it's Aurora top.
Okay.
I called the flex.
Yeah, so I think it is pick to answer.
What?
But it could also be, you know, both. I mean,
Swain top lane against Jace? Bro, I feel like Zeus had a counter pick in mind, and I think he's using it now. He hit a champion for BLG. He was about to pull this champion off against Zeus, against Bin, but he has to pick it against Dhokla as HLE bags are against a wall. And the purpose of Swain into Jace is that you can gank the Jace easily, and you can go equal and farm against Jace. And then in team fights, you can be more useful depending on how the fight goes. Let's go.
I will say is that, you know,
Let's see how useful the Swain is. Swain likes to play against melee champions. There's not a lot of melee champions in this
Then
game.
he goes hammer form and you side of
Who won the
Lion,
draft?
which I think is where the idea of the Swain.
I think LYON comp needs to snowball. I think HLE comp is better scaling. I think LYON comp is good though. They have so much damage. So much CC, so much damage.
Hanwha Life Esports.
Like, again, the amount of world champions that are on this team, they want to try and add that
Oh.
MSI into the mix. We're even talking about like Zeus and Gumayusi fighting with Viper to be
Jace
the
wins
first
one-on-one like that.
players to have all the
Jace overall
trophies,
wins this
those
one-on-one
three
before
across the year
6,
in
and then
their
after
trophy
6,
cabinet to now step out.
if
at
Swain
this
can all
stage.
in with ult, he can win.
Honestly,
Plus, Swain has really good gank setup against Jace.
Dhokla, great side step there from Zeus, and he is
Bro, the
actually
problem is
3
Dhokla never
kills in a
played
row
this
now.
matchup in his
Dhokla-
life,
Dhokla
so I
could be in
think that
trouble. It's not a
it will
potion.
be a
And Zeus is going
bit
for
of a
level
problem,
2.
you know what I mean?
Dhokla's gonna have to base, I think.
Dhokla has
That
to
is,
base in TP
bit
already.
of a disaster for Dhokla. His
Zeus
shot
might try to
gets
W snipe him
sidestepped,
too.
and he's not able to sidestep any of those little laser hands coming out there from Zeus, and he goes W
Bro.
to even delay the.
Swain is such a cool champion. I wish we would see it more. Like the mastermind, you know?
Dhokla leveling up
The
to 2,
Giga
so he
Chad
can get a little bit
Ankh.
of extra stats for that.
It
Get a
reminds me
little
of
bit extra
myself.
health, does not want to miss out on
I'm
this
like
wave.
that,
Solar
a
Snare
genius.
collides with
Unappreciated
Gumayusi. The
genius.
ball
Gumayusi gets
ready to
hooked.
follow it. Isles goes
Nice
in
flash
for
from
the
Guma.
stun,
And
forcing
now
the
Guma
flash
has no
from the
cleanse, no
HLE
flash. The next time a Pyke
And that's
connects,
Cleanse
his
gone as well.
hook
That's
or an
Shield
E,
gone as
Guma is
well.
dead.
That is a lot of tools, and now Gooms
off of the LCK.
That's crazy.
Previously, Hold on.
Oh.
Let's see if Delight can make the move on to Saint.
Oh, the light had no W.
Does get the flash out of the line in mid
There was
laner,
no
and
root
that's
because he
gonna
had no
make Saint
W.
very
It's level 2 Karma
Delight
Gang.
using that small window that he had as Gumayusi had to reset.
And Berserker, actually, I hadn't seen us against Guma. Also, they have advantage in summoners.
With a better
Alright, we'll go
here,
for a
Inspired
50-50.
looking for the reinvade. They do have the push, and they have Pyke on this side of the map.
Yep, Isles is making his way over.
Inspired gets the
does
smite and
steal
gets
away
out.
the big chicken. As Isles will find Kanavi about to face check into him, into the brush here. Saint trading with Zeka in mid lane at the same time. They want to make the move on to Kanavi.
Kanavi's
he
out.
goes up the wall, he stays alive. Isles
That was
still
a flash from
chasing, but there's
Inspired
no
for
more
a flash on
damage ready to
Kanavi.
go. Inspired
But look
uses
at
flash
this.
there. Kanavi used his own. Flash
Mel is just such a good weak side champion that Mel is not really getting dove, and now Zeus might be getting dove.
Very low on mana,
no
but
wave.
Inspired. He has
Zeus
all
is
of
not
the
basing and
charges
TPing
in his
though.
passive. Dokla's going to just try to use the to the skies, get this.
This is a kill. Zeus is dead. But can Zeus outplay this? That's a question. Oh my god, bro. Mel is so broken as a weak sider. Zeus flashes. Ice is still tanking. That's one. Kanavi has W. Kanavi W's very well. He gets one. Inspired just has to hit the Q. That's all. Oh, and Ice flashes for it, but he dies. Double kill. Double kill for Kanavi, guys. But Zeus did lose some of the wave. I don't think that's worth it, chat. I don't think that's worth it. It's a big win for Dhokla, but Kanavi gets accelerated, and you know how scary Nafiri is when she gets accelerated? Dog is good at chasing people, like in real life. Pyke is really squishy. Annie is squishy. Dhokla is squishy. If Nafiri gets ahead, she will just hop all over HLE.
Having a little bit of advantage there, but hang on, Isles. Fishing for Zeus.
Yep, Isles trying to make a play before Zeus.
Oh, LYON is getting baited. Wait, actually? Can they kill Zeus one shot though? Zeus is dead! Oh, Kanavi gets one back though. Damn. Okay, Isles is smurfing, but this is again good for... I think this is good for HLE. Kanavi is going to be such a big dog. From a pug to a... I don't know any big as like an English... like the brown one. Wait, what? They are just feeding kill left and right to Kanavi. But bro, Kanavi is 4-1. Okay, I think Kanavi could have been a bit more greedy and gotten a plate. But now Kanavi's 1,000 gold ahead of Inspired, even though the farm is equal. Inspired is, I guess, a bit ahead in farm. He got his camps. But oh wait, he doesn't have... He doesn't have Voltaic Cycle Sword yet. If Kanavi had Cycle Sword now at 6 minutes, I think the game would be GG. But he doesn't actually have his item, so it's okay. Look at this. I'm not sure if they are aware that the light is in Tribush.
But one misstep, one stun, could be lights out.
I think Saint just missed Tibers.
On the rest of the map, since never mind. Okay,
oh,
we don't
Dhokla
have
is
time.
dead.
Demonic Ascension coming out from Zeus. Delight makes his roam up here.
Oh my god, Inspired is here. Holy Avengers, let's go! Dhokla is not dead because Inspired is here to save him. The Polish Hazard. Lane sub incoming. Grabs are about to be up. Dhokla has no flash. Please don't end Dhokla.
That's where that depth from below becomes so valuable.
Okay, so they spotted him. Kanavi has... Kanavi is really strong here. Kanavi is gonna one-shot him. Hey, that was close!
Keeps himself alive with Call the Pack. HLE coming out.
Kanavi has the base.
Dhokla hitting back pretty hard there.
Yeah, Dhokla did so much. What the fuck?
Being in the back pocket, but Kanavi, another kill here.
Still though, like Kanavi now.
To his name.
Oh.
Ooh, Isles goes in for the Bone Skewer. Interrupts Kanavi's recall, but it's not like he can...
Look how afraid HLE is. Kanavi is basing so deep under tower. The light Guma don't even want to walk up. They're gonna give all the grabs. Honestly, it's pretty worth it.
It looks like gonna be going across. Little bit of damage there.
And also, game state is good for LYON because when you are trading so hard with your support, roams, the support that needs less resources is more useful. And Karma needs levels to get her shield level ups, right? And she's a good lane support. Pyke doesn't really need levels. He's still gonna be weak. He's still gonna be hook dependent. So Pyke is happy about the game state. Kanavi being fair is a problem, but the light being on level 4 to Isles level 5 is definitely good for LYON. Swain is rushing, Ryla is still pretty behind. Nobody took a dragon yet. Isles is looking for Zeka. I don't think that's killable. Random Swain W just went mid lane. Isles was not spotted.
All right, 5 to 3, understandably so.
Look at
with how
Guma
much
items.
attention
I feel like
has
he's
been
so
in the top
weak.
lane.
HLE should try and start this now, though. Zeus has matched Dhokla on the top side. He has that teleport to try and join in if they need
Guma
to.
has boots and a
you can
cloak
see
of
Kanavi
agility.
already comfortable to try and
Very
make that
nice
play.
trade from Saint.
Trying to get some poke onto Zeka in the mid lane.
That is going to be a dragon for HLE though. Can they dive Zeus? Pantheon has ult.
Walk up towards this top side. It's a big
Zeus is
wave.
really hard to
You got
dive. Level
Kanavi
8
to cover as
Swain with
well.
so much HP Giants belt ult. 10 stacks of his...
Both going to go for a recall instead.
Is 10 stacks a lot for him at 10 minutes? Stack a minute? Probably too low, right?
Very difficult. It's super dangerous. Meanwhile, back in bottom lane, Berserker just reflects the inner flame back towards
Wait,
the
no
light.
flash. Oh,
The
the light had no flash. That's why he did that.
Flash was not what he was hoping for.
No,
That was
it's a
NA
swing and
Pike.
miss there. Trying to go for the big play. You get stunned up, you get rooted up, you get burst down, but they're looking for Jace.
Speaking of dead to rights,
Dhokla
Dhokla
has
trying
to
to get
flash
away
away.
again. Sidesteps Vision of Empire, but Kanavi lands the first Darkened Dagger.
Right.
Dhokla with a sidestep there.
Oh my god, Dhokla. And he even turns it and burns Zeus's ult. What? Dhokla is smurfing. Look at Pantheon. Where is he? He's bot lane with Thunder Sky diving. Delight.
Gets the outplay. Inspired. Down here in the bottom lane yet again. Trying to find
Okay, I mean, they did have to use like some... Wait.
Gumayusi staying away for now.
Oh.
Isles eats a massive
Okay, I don't think there's gonna be a kill here.
Gumayusi, the Caitlyn warding away this attempted play.
I was just walking into a trap. That was a bit XDD.
Inspired was, and they knew that.
Dhokla is already done with the quest. Zeus is gonna be soon done with the quest as well. Chili Sauce, thank you. Appreciate it. Big time chat. Remember, you can support the stream and get free entertainment. I would appreciate every sub. Kanavi. I don't know if Kanavi has that or not.
Kanavi tries to take the enemy jungler low. The root from the
Wait, so actually, Kanavi's dead, no? Bro, one of them will die. Isles with the execute. Let's go. Kanavi still has ult. I think Isles has his ult ready too.
But they will not find it. Just the single kill play from LYON.
Yeah, very narrowly avoided the death onto Kanavi, which was big. The shield came in from Karma to absorb that ultimate coming through there from Berserker. Dhokla has the eyes on it. A little bit slow on the shock blast.
I'm just saying, if LYON wins this, LCS will get 4 spots at Worlds. I repeat, LCS will get 4 spots at Worlds. We will have half of LCS teams at Worlds.
Within touching distance, like 800 gold with how much
Is it 3 or is it 4?
Absolutely insane.
I think it's 4, by the way.
We're lying in this game.
And I mean, one of the... Oh.
Once again, Saint's going to be the target.
Okay, at this point, I'm getting tired of this item. I hope they remove it. They're nerfing it next patch. It's just so annoying, man.
Talked about a lot, but Isles also kind of goes under the radar.
Everybody going fucking chubby belt and dashing as mage. They're making it more of an HP item, but less of an AP item. I'm not really sure if that's gonna nerf it, but they will increase the cooldown at least. 10 seconds until Rift Herald. Dragon's also alive. Guma is at C44. I think this game, HLE, is quite comfy scaling. What is the cooldown on Protobot right now? I believe it's 40 seconds only. And if you get Cosmic Insight, it's going to be even lower, like 30 something. And they are nerfing it and upping it by 10 seconds maybe. 10 seconds doesn't sound that bad, but will make a little bit of a difference. Thank you.
They have done it all year long in NA. They're very willing to give up a couple dragons and try to build a gold lead elsewhere. And they see that as a very
okay, so this soul is going to be Mountain Soul. That is great for both teams. Make mages build Cosmic Drive again. No, that item was shit as well. It gave so much movement speed. Can we just normalize mages building AP Bomba? So mage can one-shot you, but he also gets one-shot.
Zeka in trouble though.
Yup, immediately pulling the boat to a flash!
Miles finally stepping up!
But now,
and that is Zeus is in a 1v3! He's very tanky. Inspired actually defeated Kanavi there. Zeus is gonna get cooked as well. Zeus is dead! That's another reset for Isles!
He finds himself dead alongside his ally. Both
2,000 gold for LYON! And they will also get the first half of the game. This is gonna be 3k gold lead.
They're not done yet. Isles, Saint, and Dhokla still hanging around. Kanavi with 1/3 HP. Bone Skewer misses. Isles won't get anything more.
America is doing it, baby.
For LYON. Gumayusi taken down to 300 HP there from the
Bro, he's just gonna pro the build out, no?
Still trying to get away.
He's just fine.
Here's your ace in the hole. Berserker just takes the damage. Fine for now. Zeka coming in, looks to get the kill. Solar Snare to lock him up. Flash of the wall. Berserker evades the counterattack.
Huge plays.
3k gold for LYON, guys. 3k gold for LYON.
Back of that
the solo laners. 1.4K
18 minutes in now, 7 to 5.
1.7K for Saint on this Annie. He is going to blow someone up.
And I feel like, I mean, they must be at least a bit tilted. Zeus got completely camped. Bode is not even ahead. The Mel did his job. She was playing weak side.
That was expected to be in the finals against
Reaver said if LYON win HLE, I will shave my head. Wait. He has to shave his head now.
Playing at home with the expectations of their region on their shoulders.
Both of these teams, their only series loss
Reaver used to be a pro jungler. I'm not sure he's still playing Kanavi.
Finals. They've both only lost to BLG. And man, what a performance from LYON here in the game number 4 as Inspired's in the enemy jungle, wants to jump in.
But this might be a bad fight. This might be a bad fight.
The call of the pack. LYON steal away the red buff. Sidestep in the vision of Empire. Delight here with the tether.
Dhokla, what?
As Dhokla wants to try to turn it
Oh my god, they
around.
have so much damage. Dhokla has to flash. Inspired. Inspired still has flash.
Massive demonic ascension. LYON is forced back, but a nice never move.
Oh shit.
Saint has to flash out.
Oh no. Oh no.
Zeka's on the flag, and it's a shutdown over to Zeus. Kanavi gets another, and HLE just killed 3.
LYON tried to push the advantage.
That was bad. That was too deep. They were in a choke point. Swain just completely destroyed them. They all went into the red buff, and Swain just said no.
For nothing for HLE.
Way too deep there. Way too deep. Inspired can't go so deep.
Trying to pressure.
Inspired, Dhokla, and Isles all went way too far. And now the TP from Saint. I mean, Dhokla actually is the guy who queues in. So I feel like they should just run away. It was not even that bad until Dhokla queued in. And then Saint TPs on top of trap, so he just gets like 80% health. Saint didn't use a single ability before he died.
If he had dropped the Timbers, even getting trapped up, I feel like there's enough damage coming out that they have a shot in the fight. But Saint arrives, does not use a single button, and they get punished.
Okay, Gumayusi. Gumayusi's gonna be winning against NA. Gumayusi's like, yeah, we are beating NA, let's go. Something that no Korean person said before him.
But they've ceded control, and now there's a trap line, and there's no rebuttal on Berserker. This could be tough.
Yup, walking into a Caitlyn team that has first move on an objective is
I think they just have to give and go mid.
Going to say no. Instead, they summon up the Rift Herald here in mid. They get the charge into the turret, but they won't fully kill the structure. HLE.
One more dragon, but they were in the same position last game.
In this game that you already said it
Dhokla is gonna get a whole top tower. He's just getting so much gold over Zeus. Game state is still okay for LYON as they are 2,000 gold ahead. The war is some happens if they don't get the next dragon. It's also way harder to kill Zeus now. I think he's going to most likely go Zonia or even a Spirit Visage next to get that tankiness up in him, right? Look. Okay, can Big Dogs survive? Because Zeus is dead. What about Big Dogs? Big Dogs. He's dead too. 1 for 1.
Both top laners, the targets for the enemy hit squad.
1 for 1.
Nice pick on either side.
That's the top lane purpose in pro play, to be like a living gold. Top lane is like 300 gold, you know. Whichever chooses to get the 300 gold on the map. Okay, LYON lost a lot of HP that Inspired and Isles for this trade.
So you're still going to get the advantage here for LYON. They get the mid tower. They will get the bot
The
tower.
glitching from NA caster is way too much for their team men. Caster is the same region as the team playing should be allowed. I disagree. When Europe is playing, European casters also are glazing Europe. It's normal. I think there is a beauty in it. You have to be more open-minded to see the beauty in it, but we are proud of our region. We want to support our region. And yeah, sure, there's always one caster from another region to balance things out.
Do we have the damage to do it, or do you have
and then
to
he can just flame the region.
ignore the Swain and he does too much damage
I think
to
the
you,
best
that can go really bad, so it's a hard decision to make, but
when you have one caster that is like biased towards the other region, or two casters that are biased. I guess like, okay, in 1-2 you always have two casters from one region and one caster from the other, but it's nice to have like that energy where one of them is bantering and two of them defending, or two of them bantering, one of them defending, kind of thing. Besides, I believe that LYON absolutely deserves the glaze. They have defeated Team Secret Wales, who beat top Esports. They have defeated G2, and now they're on the grasp of defeating HLE. It's insane. It's just insane. Like, we haven't seen a Western team beat LCK first seed in I don't know how long. And this is a Western team playing, guys. I want to repeat, it's a Western team.
And let me bring you gentlemen back to
It's
game
not.
number one. Remember,
It's not just LCS. It's a Western team, chat.
He's the other player
Western
on HLE
team.
who has an individual
We are
He's
doing
got his
it the
hex
West.
He's got his Infinity Edge.
Dhokla.
And now
Kanavi went way too deep. Kanavi's dead! Kanavi's dead! Oh my god, but Zeus. 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 Both Zeus. Dhokla is dead. What? Stop, stop. Wait. Inspire gets one more kill, but Zeus is farming everybody. Zeus is just farming them.
HLE are killing everybody.
Bro, Zeus is unkillable.
Berserker tries to flash away, but he falls. HLE.
That's a Dragon Soul now.
Critical team fight. 30 seconds before the soul.
Zeus became him.
The
The god of thunder! Or the god of ravens. Zeus steps up.
Dhokla stepping forward. Kanavi jumps onto him.
Kanavi actually dies to Inspired Flash W to make sure... No, not even Flash W, just W from Inspired kills Kanavi. But then Zeus is just too tanky, they have no damage. Pikes has fallen off. There is no AD carry, there's no constant damage. Dhokla was too low to hit Zeus there. I think Dhokla is the only guy who can kill Zeus. Okay, Inspired has ult. Oh, the TP is coming in from behind.
Berserker is not even alive right now. HLE putting the work in on the
Kanavi, Inspired is ulting in. Oh no. Oh my god, look at that E from Zeus. Inspired doesn't steal it this time. The fight is over.
Lion is routed, and HLE are on the hunt. Inspired will die next. He wants to take Zeka with him, but he loses his guardian angel for free.
Bro, Zeus is too tanky.
HLE at the time
Zeus is just
when
too
they had
tanky.
to clutch up most, they do just that. They earn the Dragon
Oh,
Soul. They
nice
pull
one,
off
saying
three,
that least you survive.
and HLE are feeling good.
It was supposed to be an uphill battle.
It was supposed to
but
be.
HLE says there's still more
Yeah, god damn it, man. What a comeback from LYON, but at this point I think the Swain is just not dying.
HLE.
He is so strong with that Mountain Soul, Arm Guard, Rylai, Landris, Plated Steel Cups, the amount of armor he has. He doesn't even have MR, but he's just not dying. He has so much health. Over 3.5k health, that's without his ult. And I think Berserker...
Under pressure from Zeka here in
Wait, actually? If he is one more Q, he can maybe...
Radiant Volley isn't gonna do it.
Bro, Berserker is 0-3-0 on that Mel. Look at that E from Zeus. First they kill Isles. Isles actually like charges Q in front of them, that's bad. But then look at that Zeus W. And E. He hits both Inspired and Dhokla. Dhokla tried to flash in on Guma, Guma just kites it out.
But he doesn't have anywhere close to the damage. Inspire can do nothing. Saint and Berserker can do nothing. And it feels like this one is definitely slipping away from...
Against the LCK's number one
I think
seed. If you make one
they
misstep,
just have to...
they are going
I mean, again,
punish.
focus on the draft for next game. This game is so cooked. Wait, what? Wait, Dhokla?
With that extra pushing power
Okay, Zeus is gonna base.
that are just bulldozing through the base of LYON. They've already made their way onto the Nexus turrets.
I mean, the draft was not bad. They were actually ahead. They pulled through in the early game. They just got outscaled. HLE is actually trying to end the game right now. They're like so ahead, they don't even need items to win, right? They have Soul. Inspired is sending it. Sand is also sending it.
Now they're trying to get themselves out. Isles is low, but he is not dead. Inspired.
Guma is too peeled. Guma is, yeah, they can kill Guma. It's over.
HLE will not go
Chat!
quietly.
2-2 LYON against HLE. Silver Scrapes. LCS against LCK. Holy shit. You know,
could it end up in game 5?
LCS has what LAC wishes to have. A competitive game against HLE.
Here. Blue side with an over 70%.
Okay, isn't the city in France called LYON? But I'm not sure if the team is called LYON. You know, I mean, I guess, I'm not sure how it works, right? But I feel like a city can be named LYON, But
Is it
maybe the team
nervousness or
should
is it
still be
excitement?
pronounced Lion. I
Is
actually
it
don't know what's
fight
correct.
Or is it flight?
Is there like a confirmation
The
from
LCS
this
stand
team
poised
how
to
their
make
name is
history,
pronounced?
But they need to do it against
Like,
the
is
number one seed from
Lyon
the
a
LCK.
French team even? I don't think they're a French org, no?
You just
I think
said
this
it
is a
there.
South American organization.
Okay, we've got
Yeah, everybody says Lion, so I'm just gonna keep
And
saying
the
Lion.
answers are
I
not
do like the
that
Lyon,
easy
okay? I
here
know you
because
tried
a
to
lot of
help.
these
I know I made some
strong
fun.
laners,
I didn't mean
survival
to
laners, you think, okay,
make
you
fun
sit
of
back
you.
and
I just
farm it
meant
out,
to
but a
be
lot of that
funny.
stuff is all gone, right?
And now let's
There are
focus.
hyper
Kalista first
carries
pick.
that Berserker is known for, that he's made his
Dude,
career on. You
this
can
is
go, you know,
very
Lily,
early
you can
game
go picks
focused.
like this. They're not, and I think that means
Wow.
they are going to go hyper carry. I think that they are going to go for
What
that
the heck
more
is a
defensive
support with
side. They take
Kalista?
this away, but of course you can still go some of the aggressive
Lux, no.
pairings here.
Blitzcrank?
Nautilus is
You
still
could go
up and
Blitzcrank.
available and unbanned. So you can go Kalista Nautilus, you can go
Oh, you could go
Kalista Blitz,
Kalista
you can go
Nautilus, but
a
now
lot of these
normally gets
aggressive
countered by
pairings.
Kalista, but with
And we will
now
see
it gets
it's
countered by
gonna be
Renata.
how Can Berserker withstand the onslaught?
No, Brom is
in
not
that
good
bot
into
lane?
Kalista. Into
Curious
Brom
what
is.
he'll decide to play, but we are going to
What?
see Shen locked
This is
in
a flex
before
pick
an
Shen,
AD
by the
carry.
way.
It's a two-way flex. It
This
can
is
be
Shen
jungle,
top and
it
Shen
can be
jungle.
top, so we'll find out where they
I
want
think
to
if I
send
am.
it. Xin
If I am
Zhao is up and
Kanavi, I
available, so
slam
didn't
Trundle.
decide to go for that.
I
think it's
just
also
slam
trying to give that
Trundle.
protection to the bottom
Oh
lane,
my
right?
God, it's gonna be
Once you get
Silas
to
on
that
3.
level 6 at
It's
that lane,
100% Silas
go
on
through,
3.
But this was the mid laner that I had my eyes
This is
on.
gonna be
The Ari gonna be
300%
covered here for
Silas
Zeka.
on 3.
One of the last remaining top tier picks, it feels like, in that mid lane, and something that opens up a lot of playmaking for Kanavi.
Ari might be really hard to play this game against Silas. Silas actually counters Ari on side lane. And Zeka does not look with a lot of confidence on his face.
Sivir is, you get to a point where you're just one-shotting the way.
Blitzcrank it is.
Holy
shit, the light Blitzcrank. You know, the light has a delightful Blitzcrank. He is a Blitzcrank player. But look at the ult Silas is getting. Blitzcrank ult is insane. Ari ult is insane. Kalista ult is okay.
Plus you've got
But now
Renata to
everybody
keep
on
you
HLE
alive,
has to
Shen
care
to keep
about
you
that
alive.
Silas ult.
There is so
And
much here
look, Zane is
that
laughing,
Zane
he's
could work
smiling,
off
he
of.
knows.
And after his
Zane knows, he's
performance
laughing, he's
yesterday,
smiling, he's ready,
this
he's
could be his
excited,
moment to
he's
shine again.
getting in there.
Love the heal.
I mean, shouldn't Berserker just play another mage and call it a day?
This is Blitz for the pool
I believe
from earlier, including
Lion
AP carries.
needs more
I think
physical
it's gonna
damage.
be tough. You know, they can look towards things like Tristana and try to buffer the hooks. I think that could be
I
an
like
angle. You
Tristana.
could look to
I
Zipper,
like
as said, but I'm
Tristana.
expecting that to be
I
banned
like
because
Tristana.
Spell Shield's
Tristana is
very
so
powerful
good.
against
Tristana can buffer hook and she actually wins Kalista and she has Tristana is a good combo with Renata Klask as well, as you get that W and you can all in. BLG wants a new toy, Lion. Oh my God, that's actually so funny. BLG wants a new toy, bro. BLG just destroyed everybody at this tournament. BLG wants a new toy. Okay. Tristana's still open. I don't even know what this Kanavi playing. You don't really want to pick Nasus here because Nasus ult on Silas sounds so broken. You don't want to pick Renekton because Renekton ult on Silas is good. You don't really want to pick Nar because Nar ult on Silas is so good. Nar is banned, you guys are right.
That's another thing that you have to be careful of. Those defensive ultimates. Alistar obviously not available because that's already been eliminated through Fearless. But Xin Zhao's
I think Tristana ban is the best, but they forgot about Tristana. They forgot about Tristana, chat. Tristana is open. This has to be Berserker Tristana. It has to be. It has to be. Go Trist, you are playing all in combo. You have Shen, you have Renata, you have Silas. You are playing.
Into the depths that you don't expect him to, so there is going to be so much that he's able to bring to the table.
I feel like if you're going this, I don't believe it.
I mean, Zaya is okay. Zaya is okay. Zaya is okay. Zaya is okay.
Really
It's a bit disappointing because it doesn't fit the comp as much as I feel like Draven or Tristana would, but it's not a bad champion. Shyvana? That sounds trash.
I don't think so.
Bro, Nidalee is a bit scary if they can get AD top laner though.
That way, but
Maybe they just pick something boring like Xin.
and you get the fear as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Nidalee this, yeah.
This would make more sense.
Renekton Nidalee. Renekton Nidalee.
Game 5.
The Renekton is still up.
Kanavi Nidalee.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a game, and that is
What?
the throwback.
What? What?
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No, it's not. It's the Aatrox instead
Wow.
for Zeus in the final game.
I'm shocked. I think
What do you
he
mean?
thinks it's the Shen top.
Exactly, I was
And
gonna say.
Aatrox is way better
Okay,
into
okay,
Shen,
Inspired
but I think
should-
This is going to be a Shen jungle now, and I think they're going to give the counter pick to Dhokla.
Yeah, I think they
The Shen
Dhokla.
jungle's tough though against the mid laner. Your clear speed
I
is
think you
just not that good. I think, yeah, you kind of, like, yes, you will have the matchups to try and play
Oh
around,
my
but
god, this
I think
Xin Zhao
maybe
angle is
just
so
take your
insane.
jungle so
This
quickly,
Xin Zhao
especially
angle
going on that
is
first
so
player.
Yeah,
insane.
but you're
I
balancing
really
a
like
lot
the
of
drafts from
different
LYON.
things now, right?
The
So
only
now
problem
you're
is
betting
LYON is
your
playing
game
3 mini
five
champions
on what I
against
believe to be a
Aatrox,
hard losing
Kalista,
bot
and
lane, a
Ahri.
hard
So I
losing
think the
top
game,
lane,
like, these drafts
and
are
an
just...
early,
Bro, is
pretty
it gonna
hard
be
losing
Zeus
mid
playing?
lane. So
Wait.
you're kind of drafting three.
Okay, Kanavi Nidalee.
Because
Guys,
you're looking at Blitz and
Aatrox
Italy,
loses
Blitz
early to
champions
Shen.
Don't get that much guaranteed value. There's not even great setups.
Silas
Ahri
loses
Nidalee
early
is a
to Ahri,
horrendous
and
2v2
bot lane I think
combo.
Zaya and Renata can play,
They can
but it
hang on.
depends on hook,
You
right?
could win this game in the 5v5,
Chat, last
but
game
a lot of
of
questions to be
LYON
answered
against
before you get
HLE,
there.
and
It is
whoever
so
wins
hard
this
to play
one
Shen into Aatrox. It is so
will be
hard.
crowned
I
as
feel
the
like to
Giga
play this
Chadder and
Zaya,
will have 4 teams
into
at the
this
MSI of the
Blitz.
region. 4 teams at Worlds, I mean.
Up against
4 teams from
Blitzcrank,
LCS
a
or 4
champion
teams
that
from
works
Korea.
the game
We are
around
gonna find
himself
out
in a bit of a way,
in the
right?
next
Blitz
30
utterly
minutes.
useless if he
The
can't
whole
hit
world
goal,
is
but the
watching
threat of
North
that
America for
goal
the first
is such
time
a different
on the
type of
grasp
threat
of winning a
compared to
BO5
almost
against
everything else in the
LCK.
game. Even Hook
Game
Blitzcrank
5,
can
let's
do.
go, well
And if
played.
LYON aren't respecting it, we know Delight is a playmaker.
This guy is
Especially
there
with the
to
way
have a
he
good
likes to
time. He
roll
doesn't
around
care
the
who
map
wins.
and affect
He's just there for the good
top
time.
side. Blitzcrank early
Based.
roams can be
Actually
nightmare.
based.
Ever seen from an NA team.
Do you think the reason why
But
Zeus
it's
picked
a
Aatrox is
lot
because he
easier
expected the Shen to be
said
top lane? He
than
was like, okay, I'm
done.
gonna just
You're
scale.
talking about HLE.
Because
You're talking about
Aatrox is
the
not even
number
good
one
against Shen
seed of
in
the
lane.
LCK. You're talking about
But
players
Aatrox does
who
scale well.
individually have so many accomplishments. People talk about playing with the nameplates off, but the nameplates are still there.
You don't win that,
Nice
by the way.
pull coming out from Delight onto Isles, nice and
Okay,
early,
I mean
but
the trade
Gumayusi
of
has also
only
already
the
taken some
hook
trade
was
damage.
good.
Exactly.
The
level
itself
one
trade
there,
was
a little
bad,
bit tough
but
for
only the
Blitz,
hook
and
was
they
good trade.
Just play in the master of these melee matchups here. Zeus taking a horrible trade.
Yeah, Dhokla hits the taunt, brings the Aatrox
Telling you,
down to
bro,
200
early game
HP.
Shen,
And look at the path here
you
from
cannot joke
Inspired.
around against
Free
that.
camp into this top side.
Why didn't
Would
Broken
look for
Blade
the
play
potential
Shen?
play or just an invade off the back of this.
Yeah, because
I mean,
G2
Dhokla
website
can
is
kill him
offline. I
solo.
guess
He
it's fine
taunt
after
flash
yesterday,
kills, I
yes.
think at this HP.
G2 is getting disbanded, and we are gonna rebrand and rename to LYON 2.
On a taunt flash, but we are seeing an early base from Inspired, so he's going to go for that early base here and try to be there likely
As
to
they
cover
are a
bot.
father.
Yep, exactly. It's the plan where you clear one side of your jungle, you make your first purchase. Usually you see Longsword being the choice on that one. Instead, going to go for the Ruby Crystal. Dhokla goes in, finds the taunt yet again.
L2, yeah.
Zeus trying to
For
get away
short.
there, but Dhokla brings
Wow,
it down to
Dhokla have been
100
faking him with that
This Shen matchup
S
going
press
well
if
for
he's gonna
LYON
flash in
here
or
early
not.
on.
I mean,
But
this is
Zeus know that
brilliantly
Dhokla
played
needed
from
Undying
Dhokla.
Grasp.
The easy
Top end.
Inspired a bit
He's
slow
giving
on the
Berserker a
first
bit of time
clear.
to push in on the bot
Xin
side as
Zhao
well,
is a
get his own
counterpick to
reset,
Nidalee,
so
just so you guys
a
know.
slower pace early game.
The reason why
Later
is
on,
because if
Inspired.
Xin Zhao ever sticks to
Absolutely is.
Nidalee
The question is,
with
how
WQ,
much do you have to
you always
give,
win. Like
and
Xin
how
Zhao
much
just
can
goes
you
into
give
Nidalee
to be
phase,
able to
and Nidalee never
have
has
a good
damage to
chance
kills
in
in.
fights, right? LYON have to be
And
able to
also
make
in
that
fights,
judgment.
Xin Zhao can
If
buy
the
so much
lanes
space
just
against
continue
Nidalee.
as is, then you get hooked in, you get chased down, the spears
Kanavi is looking for an invade early, but there are no camps
on
here.
his way down towards his bot side. That vision plant was hit by Delight, so they don't know. He could actually hook over the wall potentially here. Miles maybe sussing it out, but if he gets too close, he could just be dead.
Oh my
Yup,
god, they're using
waiting
the
for
minion wave
minions
so
to pass.
perfect.
Delight
No.
still waiting there, fires
Oh
off
my
the
god,
hook,
bro,
and
there's no...
grabs
Hey, but they missed hook.
HLE.
They actually missed Nidalee spear. Do you see that?
They don't find the
XDDQ,
kill.
XDDQ, XDDQ.
Isles stays alive with a heal and the flash, and he'll be able to walk it off. Now back in the mid lane, Saint
no,
trying to get something
Saint.
onto Zeka, but he's level 5 against level 6. The Ignite prevents the Kingslayer from doing a lot of healing. Saint's out of health, out of
dancing.
mana. Saint
Oh,
just
the
trying
light.
to silo him a little bit as
The light is
rotates
showing his
back
face like, oh.
over. Saint's
Hello,
feeling it,
hello,
but he's got to be careful.
hello.
Saint knew he needed
Hey,
to
hey,
go for
hey,
the all-in
hey!
with
The light didn't pick
down.
Ignite,
It
the
would
light
have
is
been
playing kill on that
lights out
Blitzcrank.
if he ended up trying to step away.
And now
gets the
Kanavi
heal,
lost
gets
so
the
much
trade,
time
gets
trying to go
back.
bot lane, but they didn't get a
Surviving here for
kill.
Saint is so massive. That
Oh.
is Zeka's ult and flash down.
Yeah, but now Berserker
Okay, now they traded
forced
a
to
flash for flash.
As Delight uses his own to threaten a grab.
Delight has
Berserker staying
spellbook.
safe, but down to 200 HP.
I think
without that
Isles was
Summer
set to
spell
ignite
is
Blitzcrank
dicey.
there though.
I mean, Saint down in
Inspired is gonna start the dragon. He knows that his mid has so much priority now with ult advantage.
Knowing that it is going to be a
Oh.
reset for Delight, and that Zeka has no ignite, no ult, but instead deciding to
He had
pull
Shen
off
ult,
it here once
he had
again.
mid ult prio.
And Azael, you talked about how
And
all
his
these
AD
lanes
carry
early
paced
on are
faster.
going to be
So
losing
why
matchups
not?
for the side of LYON.
I feel like he
HLE
curved on
up to a
Dragon
few
there.
100 gold of an early laning advantage. The biggest difference
I feel like it was a good Drake angle for him.
60 to 44 in
He doesn't want to lose top
farm
camps.
count, as Zeka has been controlling
But he would
his
get,
head-to-head.
like, his camps were
Obviously,
not
as the
in
game
up
goes
yet, they're
forward,
up now.
Saint is going to look
So
to
worst
be
case, he
the
loses one
X factor in
camp.
the team fights.
Yeah, exactly. And Saint is going to be getting stronger
Oh.
and stronger here.
Oh,
Guma
no.
and Delight looking.
I think Berserker is
Delight
dead
goes
here.
right on in, just walks up and knocks Berserker up.
Wait, actually, Shadow is here! Shadow is here!
The Shen ulti, stand
Oh, no way.
united.
Delight
Berserker is first blooded by Delight. Dhokla couldn't complete the ulti.
I think Delight has hook again soon. Delight might hook him. He has no mana, okay, he has no mana.
Coming out on top. The interruption from Zeus turns everything. It looked like LYON might have been
Actually, like
able to find
Guma
the
played
play,
it so well
but
with the
it's
barrier
mistime of the
flash
ulti.
usage bait.
Denies the
Zeus
revive,
cancelling the ult.
denies the follow-up. It's nearly a hook.
Going to be hard to
That was
withstand
such
this
a...
onslaught.
You know,
And
when
they
it
just played
started,
out
I was
very
like, okay,
well. He
Berserker is
goes
just
out
dead. But
into
actually,
that alcove,
I feel like
X-Flash
Exhaust on
over,
AD carry is so
straight
OP in this
onto
all-ins.
Berserker.
Kalista does no damage, and then you have that massive shield from Shen.
Usually looks like
But Gumayusi just barely manages to get out.
But you can see
And then
just
the Nata W
barely
even ends.
if the bailout doesn't come through, and I think it was a
Bro,
little
look at these
mistimed.
guys.
He had
They are
that Shen ultimate come through
they
at the
are
same
sweating
time as
so
the
hard against
bailout,
NA.
So not quite able to make it happen.
We
It was
never
a good
said
flash
against
away from Gumayusi to turn the tides.
Yeah, it's hard to
And
know in
they-
those
we just get
situations, you know,
destroyed.
in that panic moment, did he use it too early?
We don't sweat. We just accept we are worse.
A little bit
We
quicker and
get
maybe
rolled.
Getting that kill, and now Dhokla. This is where it gets so tough. You get stuck under your tower, and you
We
get
just
the
lose
melees
0-3
for free, but
quickly.
every
We
time
don't
you try to
sweat.
farm a ranged
We
minion
don't
in this
get to
matchup,
sweat.
You are just.
But we don't have time to sweat. The game is over before it started.
Over and over, and slowly but surely, Aatrox just builds a bigger and bigger lead. And it really is one of my least favorite Shen matchups I think in the game.
I know you play a lot of Shen.
They are trying to move him out of the matchup though and rotate.
I like Delight. I think he deserves to win Worlds.
Actually,
Why don't you say I like Jankos? I think he deserves to win Worlds.
Into it either. Kind of moving everyone up to fight for these
Full
void
lane
buffs.
swap for grabs. Kanavi gets one though and gets
Still
out.
got Gumayusi on the bottom side of the rift. Dhokla also taking up his position down there, but he's got no stand united, he's got no teleport, so he won't be able to join for any sort of a fight, so HLE will continue to own the grub.
He didn't want to lie.
The charm hook.
Oh
Beautiful
no.
charm and the follow-up with a grab. Zeka looking to make the play here on
Okay,
Saint.
Zeka can
Steals
kill. Wait,
the
Zeka is in
ulti
thing.
back.
Oh my god, Inspires here just in time! And Zeka went too deep!
And Saint
And that's
stays
one kill
alive.
for Saint and
Lion
Inspired!
sends up a prayer, and Saint
The
will
knock-up-
answer,
wait,
and
no
now
way.
Guma fighting Dhokla.
Yeah, Dhokla going in after this. Kalista needs a little bit more damage, but he cannot find it. Gumayusi already using the Rend.
And a mid-div, the Blitzcrank gets a hook, but there is no damage.
Joins his carry.
Great
1.5k got it to
from
HLE.
this position, but
They are at their weakest right now.
And Zeus is looking strong here in this
I think Zeus is just trading to allow his team to do Dragon for free. Well, I can assure you that LYON thinks they scale better because they are not really being that active this game, right? And I do think that Sylas in this game should be mega with
But a slow
ult he
first
gets.
Drake is all that LYON wants. Inspired here to cover the play. They want to cover everything from HLE. Will be Kanavi backing away. But as long as you keep this pace, I think you're kind of happy as LYON. Sure, it's a 1.7k gold lead, but most of that is top lane and not too advantageous right now.
Berserker utilizing his opportunity to step forward, try to trade aggressively a little bit into Delight, but the Blitzcrank isn't too bothered by it.
Yeah, look at all the vision for
Inspired.
HLE across the river on both sides of
Okay,
the map.
they know.
They have all the wards right
Nidali
now.
is just getting all the
It is
camps.
full court press for
Wait,
HLE.
Inspired.
Yep, Delight now going to get jumped on by Inspired.
They will dive
Isn't going
this.
to full send anything here just yet, but a teleport coming in from
Oh
HLE.
my god, the hook was
nice
crazy.
Pull from Delight. He's hitting so many of
Wait,
these.
but is it actually that bad? Oh my god, it's 5v5, but Kanavi stop lane, Kanavi stop lane. Kalista is dead. Kalista is dead. But Inspired is dead as well. I think HLE is gonna wipe them, no? Like Zeus cannot die here, no? Can Zeus actually die here? I don't think so. Zeus flashed in. Oh man, he missed the Q! Zeus missed the Q! Zeus missed the Q! What is that hook? Oh my god, Zeka is getting a triple kill! What is happening, Zeka? What the fuck is going on? Zeus is life stealing so much! Holy shit, Zeus!
To die!
Zeus, how did you survive that?
Surely has no way out here. LYON staring down the barrel of a nearly impossible scenario. Blitzcrank hook fails.
What was that?
They're
Kanavi
still
got a whole
trying to
top tower
look,
alone. Kanavi is
but
now
this
30
sequence
CS ahead.
means an over 3,000 gold lead for HLE.
This top
What
lane
was
dodge
that? The light hook
does
saving Zeus.
not bleed. Zeus stays
Did you see that?
with
Kanavi hooked Saint away when Saint was in. Kanavi hooked him away. Sorry, not Kanavi, the light. What am I saying? I'm drunk. Look at this, 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 look at this. So the hook runs, but then Inspire turns this. They flash onto Gumayusi with Dhokla. Dhokla flash taunt. Boom! And then the fight is looking playable, but then the damage on Zeus is actually so high. And now look at the other part of the fight. Zeus is life stealing, but he cancels his out on Saint, so he never got hit from Saint. Flashes and misses the Q, but then look at the hook from Delight. Zeus is about to die, and then... And now Zeka gets a reset, and it's a disaster.
Saint dies, and that might be the backbreaker right there.
The predict by Zeus on the flash as well keeps it rocks.
Yeah, it's going to be so hard for LYON now. Feels like it's that 1%.
I'm not sure what Kanavi is looking for. I don't think they can really dive Saint. Saint can always try to take Zeus's ult and just lifesteal with W. Kanavi. Oh, Kanavi's dead, no? Oh my god, that was so lucky by him. Bro, that was so lucky. So lucky.
That didn't connect.
I thought Kanavi, the first thing he does is end, but it was so lucky.
Maybe finding that kill.
5,000 gold lead, what?
And LYON are scrambling to keep pace.
LYON trying to defend this tier 1 turret here in
Oh
mid.
my god, bro, they baited Isles now. The light just Michael Kanavi. Dude, Kanavi is like a baby. He's running around inting, and the whole team is saving his ass.
Again, Kanavi once more. Just fine.
What is this? Jankos in 2019. How is he getting carried so hard?
With the pressure on him, elimination series here. There was 2 match points they had to contend with.
Hey, can LYON actually get Dragon? If they kill Guma here, Guma has no flash.
Control for Zeus and Zeka, the ability to collapse around Gumayusi. This is where HLE have stood tall in the LCK, is the most threatening LCK representative. Rift Herald taken.
Oh my god, bro, that looks like they are tilted, no?
Now Inspired just getting caught out. Could be in some danger. Stand United.
I think that I don't know if they can kill Zeus. Oh wait, Kanavi is dead! Kanavi is dead! Kanavi is dead, but the damage from Zeus and Zeka, the 2 top laners, the titans of HLE!
Making the difference again.
Oh my god, Berserker gets the kill before he dies, and Dhokla is actually unkillable somehow. Zeus is on the run now. Bro, no, but the light with these hooks now, this is illegal. This is actually illegal. This is actually illegal. No, this is illegal. No. The light, you fucking...
Executes him where he stands.
Delight again over the wall. This
bro, his Blitzcrank is so insane.
When he thought he had Guma. Good.
Like, he misses this hook, but he doesn't die. And then Shenled comes right after Blitz ult, and you want Shenled after Blitz ult, as Blitz ult destroys shields. So that's well played by Dhokla. Kanavi is completely useless, he just died there, that's all he did. But then the solo laners, Inspire dies. But look at Berserker, he actually kites it so well.
From this Aatrox. There is no taking down this HLE top laner.
And now this hook,
the damage he keeps getting, the
knock-up.
The bailout from Isles there went onto Saint. You have to think it was meant for Berserker. Maybe that could have bought them a little time. If that expires and the hook doesn't land on Dhokla,
god damn it.
Maybe.
And the fight is still so close for them being 5,000 gold down.
Every fight is pushing it further and further out of reach. It's a 7,000 gold lead, the largest of the series. For HLE, it feels like by far.
LYON coming in.
They get the Dragon. Inspire gets hooked. Inspire is dead.
Just another beautiful pull from Delight.
Saint is dead.
Saint dies.
Oh, the heal from Kanavi as well. Ayaz is dead. Berserker has to flash.
Pushed to the limit.
It's over, I think.
But with the threat of missing finals on the line, they refuse. 8,500 gold lead. HLE 11 kill.
When the chips are down, that's where HLE will keep evading.
I mean, LYON are just going to keep full sending it. They know that you're
I mean, they have to, right? They have to, but they're dropping gold.
Normally, they're trying
they are dropping, like, even though they're doing what they are doing, they are dropping gold.
Get kill after kill after kill, but here comes HLE.
Yeah,
wait, Pelix is calling me? Why is Pelix calling me?
Inspired, about to die. The Stand United tries to keep him alive, but no, Delight with the execution.
Yo, why are...
Zeus arrives,
yes.
wings spread wide, and LYON will be
wait, you are on stream now, yeah.
3 already dead, as Saint and Dhokla have to try to escape. Gumayusi, Delight, and Zeka chasing after Saint. No matter how good his Silas is, there's no
are you in Seoul?
out. Dhokla trapped beneath 2 turrets as the
Yeah,
only
sure.
man
After
left
MSI
standing
though.
on
I mean,
LYON.
like, are you watching like LYON? Like, why couldn't you guys do that?
There's no coming back for LYON. 20 minutes
Oh,
on the clock.
okay,
and
okay, sure, yeah.
gold lead.
I will send you address, okay?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Bye.
As you said,
That was Perks and what did.
11,000 lead, but
11K gold
HLE
leads.
in those critical fights just played better.
And you have to feel for Inspired. This man has pushed
Oh,
the
no.
LCK.
I mean, at this
You
point,
have to feel for Berserker as well. Even tried to use the exhaust, but Zeka,
Jankos saying why you guys
he's
couldn't do it is
far
wild.
ahead, he just instantly deletes the line.
Dude, I'm happy somebody caught it.
See the replay here. Inspired on the ward. Actually, not even on a ward. There it is.
I did some banter, you know how it
But he
is.
needs to back away.
You know how it is with the XG2 players.
He's got that channeled. But everyone from HLE
Oh, that
shows up.
Blitzcrank
He
ult was
falls,
perfect there
only
to just
watch
destroy
the rest of
Shadowed
the
and
team
one
go
shot
with them.
Inspired.
Isles
I mean, at this
trying
point, there's
as
nothing
best
to
he
do,
can,
bro.
Trying to keep Berserker
This Zaya
alive.
build is so bad. Why is it
Lion are
always
sending
at
it, and they
Essence
know
River?
they would
Dude,
rather
trust
go
me,
out
the Zaya could have
fighting,
2 more items,
but they
and I
have
don't
to
even
see the
change
writing
much.
on the wall. They have to know that this one
And it's
is
Essence
one
River because
fight
it gives you that
commanding.
infinite
HLE
mana
pushing,
in
they're
team
trying to
fights,
get
and
gold
she's
on the map.
ability-based AD carry. Partially, actually. She does more damage with autos, but WE has to be spammed.
Delight
Thank you,
forcing out
Babusco.
that critical defensive ultimate from the enemy AD carry as the bottom lane inhibitor is destroyed 21 minutes into the game. HLE now putting pressure on the mid lane. Second inhibitor about to fall. Delight looking for another pull. Instead just gets the knock up onto Dhokla as HLE dog piles in. Dhokla's first to die, but he will not die alone. Inspired
Chat.
joins him as LYON
LYON was
panic and
insane,
run back to the fountain.
and LYON did what G2 wished they could.
Will rise to the occasion.
This was supposed
They
to
will
be
chase
G2,
down the last kill
but
of
I
the
think
fight.
LYON will be, for me, the team to
Will
watch at
not
Worlds in
even
2026.
fall. North
Because they
American
did so
dreams
well,
are
man.
dashed in Daejeon.
They got really turbo gapped in this game. That was like a hands gap game. But holy shit, how well they played.
Rematch is waiting for HLE. The LPL
And now it's going to
Giants
be the classic
will take
BLG
on the
LPL against LCK.
first seed and show Daejeon what they're worth.